Okay, so last time on Fired Emblem Tabletop, you guys got your way into Arwell. You got into this
Well,
city. You sort of took a little bit of a passing tour of the place, accompanied by a guard, obviously, because
uh-huh.
you're not allowed to walk around in this city without a local leading you around.
Uh-huh.
You took note of the strangeness you saw. Well, you didn't see it. You heard some manner of creature, perhaps a beast, getting its butt whooped outside. Uh, so it's a wild place. You went to the big like town center, something akin to that, and you talked to the leader of the town, Helmi, uh, who had you identify a magical item in exchange for a little bit of money, and you also helped maybe alleviate some of her wounds. Looks like she was badly burned by something. In this town center, you also observed what appears to be the legendary lance Gaybolg. But who can say if it's the original or if it's just a copy? Other than that, let's see. You guys, for as a thanks for helping Helmi, you were all given a room together. But before you guys could leave, Andrew, Chebby, Archibald, whatever his name
Hi.
is. Yeah, there's Al Gore's brain spike.
Uh,
Summary.
why?
This is the best
There-
SCP.
There's something about like there are now on stream we have discovered two of the images out of all of us that cause us to have conniptions. Sam's is Al Gore brain spike. Mine is the baby with the face mask. Uh, and we'll find out everyone else's eventually. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like Sam or I have encountered mine before, but I don't remember what
Probably.
it was, so
This
okay.
image to me, it's all about the really like I'm not gonna call it low quality, but just the very simple editing that has been done to this image. It's a very 13-year-old boy on Procreate energy.
Hmm.
It's very true crime on cable television
True
in
crime.
the 2010s.
But
Sam,
what
you can't
happens
just
next will
you
surprise you.
can't be on Twitch talking about Algor's brain spike and not show the
I
crowd
did!
Algor's
I
brain.
did! I put it
Oh,
on
you
the
did?
screen.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I
You just
showed
can't
it.
see it because we're on Discord.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Ah.
Okay, enough about Al Gore and his brain spike. What else happened? Oh yeah, Chippy, Archibald stayed outside with the critters. Oh, that's right, you passed a big pink wyvern, that seemed to be angry and
Yeah.
captured. Uh, Archibald was outside with, Jupiter and, oh god, why am I blanking?
Garlic!
Garlic! Oh no.
Yeah.
My brain
God.
is so fried. Literally
Oh, no.
so fried. Garlic, our beloved pal Garlic. He stayed outside with the critters, and while he was outside, he came in contact with a prisoner in the Arwell, I guess church community center dungeon. Seems to be all one sort of big deal.
Combo.
So this person, her name is Nero. She's a Macedonian wyvern knight, and she wants you to come back tonight because she's hungry and lonely and sad and scared.
Mood.
That was her only request of you. She wants to see her wyvern again too, but not much you can do about that at the moment. So you guys all went back to your little room. It's just one big stone room with like 8 beds and a stone table and a little like toilet behind a door. It's not even like behind a door really. It's more like behind like a curtain door situation.
God.
It's not great, but you know, that's camping. Um,
We're in a town.
yeah, this tiny little stone cube of a room, very low ceilings, very like claustrophobic, I guess you could call it. So that's where you guys all are right now. Before we jump in, I did things to the game since last time because my internet came back because we figured out what the problem was. List of updates. NPCs now drop unique items when they die. They have to be on your team fighting for your side, actively on the map when they die to get these items. So if they die off screen or they die while they're still on the enemy team, or they betray you and they're on the enemy team, you don't get their item. But if they're actively fighting on your side, aka you, the players, move them into battle and then they die, you get their unique item. These NPCs do not have this item when they're alive. It's more of a reward for death sort of thing. So they're not actively getting these bonuses as they exist they are now, but you can pick things off their corpses once they have passed. It's almost like they're still with you. Anyways.
Real quick, I have a question.
Yes.
Based on our earlier conversation, if we were to, if someone were to die and we were to take their item, and then we were to resurrect them via, like, the Valkyrie staff or something, would the item still exist?
You would still get their item. Yeah.
Okay.
This is not
Just
a bug,
curious.
it's a feature. Anyways.
I have no plans to do such a
Another
thing, but I
question
was
about
curious.
the Valkyrie staff. How will they, if they're resurrected, will they also be less not decomposed when they resurrect?
I'm gonna say the longer it's been, the worse they'll feel, but they're not gonna be like a zombie.
Hooray!
It ranges from I feel perfectly fine, what just happened, to man, this is the worst, like, hangover / car crash I've ever experienced.
Oh god.
But in
Luckily-
order to resurrect, you must have a body. And that body must contain a brain.
Does the
Okay,
brain
so
have
you
to
know.
be intact?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Great, okay.
But you must have a body with a
Alright,
brain
we're all on
inside.
the same
Luckily,
page
this-
about resurrecting bodies.
And you
Yeah.
can put bodies in the convoy. They could take up one convoy slot.
Fun.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, luckily, this campaign will not last long enough for the decomposition to be too much of a worry.
Time skip. Gare's body's still in. No.
God,
Why do I keep using Gare as my
Bones.
example?
He's bones.
He's just bones. Yeah, you can have a skeleton as long.
Bones.
Hey, I mean, if the brain decomposes, you can't do it anymore. But
God damn it.
No, we just pickle it and it's fine.
I guess technically that would work. Can't say
Based on the
they would
parameters
be
you've-
too happy about that though.
No.
No.
I'm making jokes based on the parameters you've set.
No, that's so fair. I don't hope anyone dies, but I hope that if someone dies, you guys have fun with it, you know?
Thank you, Sam.
Okay, other updates. All staves now have a damage die. You will notice it is
Yeah.
less damage than most other weapons unless you've got like a really crazy
nice.
stave. I think the like mythic and above level staves, like the max damage a stave can do is like 1d10 whatever. So you're never going to get to like legendary weapon amounts of damage like the 2d20s or whatever. But yeah, it's you can now either thwack or magic with a stave.
Okay, I gotta grab restore. So.
Yes, look
Good
in your
job.
convoy. If a save exists in your inventory that does not have a damage die because it no longer exists, make it 1d4 physical.
Okay, I think restore is on here. But I
Okay,
think
yeah.
that's
But
the only
dumpling
one we
rod
still have.
probably is not if you guys still have that.
Did we sell that?
You guys might have sold
No.
that.
Well,
I think
did
we sold. I think we sold it because Garrett got a knife that does better.
Oh, the plentiful knife.
I seem to remember talking about it as like a send off or some point. Like Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it got sent off, yeah.
Okay,
My bad.
then
it might
that's
have.
fine.
There was very long discussion of inventory management for which I was like basically falling asleep on my end, and it was
Good
just the
night,
three
sweet
of you
prince.
like hashing it out. I seem to vaguely remember though that might have
Okay.
happened.
Yeah, so if you do happen to have a stave in your inventory that does not currently exist on the list, just give it a 1d4 physical. The old thwacking stick. Other
Yeah.
updates, status effect list has been completely updated and overhauled. Most status effects now have different durations as well as different like parameters for how to how to like get them, like how you get them. A lot of them are new, so maybe take a look at those. Like there's the original like 8 or so are still there, but now there's I think maybe like 15 or 20 status effects total. Obviously the big favorites are still on there, but yeah, just make sure you know what you're getting before you get it. And last but not least, the magic scope and hand ballista upgrade system has been completely and utterly overhauled. Scrap the old system. It's no longer a progressive like line that you follow. Because we weren't using that because it wasn't really necessary. But now, optionally, there are a bunch of like upgrades you could put on any sort of scope or ballista weapon. They require a certain number of blessed oak to upgrade, and each scope or ballista has 3 upgrade slots, no more, no less. So you can do fun stuff with that if you like, or you can keep ignoring it. It's fine. You can do that too.
No, guys. I want Amalthea to be able to shoot lances.
I think we should help Amalthea shoot lances.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think we should do that. I think I think we all together have enough blessed oak to make this happen. So I say we do that tonight,
Yeah.
if possible.
We have to ask Godfried probably.
Godfrey, give Amalthea a lance gun.
Godfrey, we know you're like literally locked in this room that's like so small.
So here's some crafts. Help you.
It's an
Yeah.
enrichment.
This is for your mental health. We're doing this, not personal gain. Okay, other than that, does anyone have any questions? Oh, the only other thing is that I've consolidated a bunch of menus. This is for players. You'll now find that permanent effects and status effects now live in the same menu, as well as scope upgrades now live in the weapons, items, and skill menu. I plan to further consolidate at a later date. Oh, and NPC death items exist in the convoy group bonuses menu. The next thing on my list, I warned, was the classes. Gonna get a complete and total overhaul. I will keep you guys updated whether that affects your sheets.
Got it.
It probably will. Does anyone
Yeah.
have any questions? No. We good?
I think so.
All right. Well, you guys are in a stone cube together.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I
Should
feel like
we-
I just
yeah,
walked
should
onto a
we,
sitcom set.
No.
Laugh track plays.
Should we discuss our general plans before we release Archibald?
the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm not a prisoner anymore.
Free him.
Free. Yes, so here is what I'm thinking. We can wait on it or we can do something else because Strikey, I know you want to talk to characters, so
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to start those conversations, to be honest. So
okay. We can
Yeah.
always
I'm
I
fine if we
have
want to
an
like discuss our
idea.
plans. Okay, all right.
Val
Got it.
has to say some things also, and also Val is kind of the king of no tact ever.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Sorry, I have to I have to prepare for this.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Understandable.
Oh boy.
Mentally.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
okay. Okay, Val turns to Godfried.
Oh, boy.
Okay, Godfrey is still like kind of sitting on the bed, pointedly not really looking at any of you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She says, Godfried, there is a conversation that I would like to have with you. You are not in trouble because everyone thinks I'm trying to scold them all the time. But would you prefer we do this in the bathroom for a semblance of privacy, or can I just say it here? I don't really care. And it's not... Yeah.
He
Is
looks
Archibald gone
kind
yet?
of alarmed. No, you haven't left yet. Unless you want to like slip out. I think the plan was to everyone discuss
Yeah.
what your plan is after various interactions happen.
Mhm.
Also, it's not night yet. It's like evening.
I see.
Octavia is trying to make slurry without a fire.
Yum, table slurry. But yeah, Gottfried looks at Valente. It was just like kind of a weirded out expression on his face. Like, well, if there's no option of privacy, he obviously doesn't want to take either of these options, and he seems to be thinking about whether there's a way out of this situation.
Val just stares at him.
Do you want to make an intimidation check for that one?
Yes, I would love to so much.
Oh
Oh,
my
Godfried.
God.
Oh, Godfried.
Hold on, where's his sheet? Hold on. He's in so many menus. Okay.
Oh boy.
How would you fight against an intimidation roll? You just have to.
I was also gonna make an intimidation roll.
Oh.
I was gonna say, do like
Oh,
a wisdom check
no.
for mental fortitude.
Uh-oh.
What'd he get?
He got a 3.
Val got a 4.
You just went out. You just went out.
It's been a long day. You guys get into like a squinting battle for like 0.5 seconds before he gets to his feet and sort of like shuffles off vaguely towards where the bathroom is.
Val looks like not surprised, but kind of like, really? All right. They're gonna go in the bathroom together.
Game with my boy
And
Gottfried.
what keep happening?
That's why I couldn't finish that sentence.
Peeing with my boy
this
Gottfried.
keeps happening to him, and
This is literally the 3rd time this has happened.
all right. Is there a door, or is
Like
it
I
just
said,
like
it's you know how like bathroom stalls have like a door, but it doesn't go all the way to the floor or the ceiling.
yeah?
But like I'm not gonna say there's like stuff in the room, but there's like towels and stuff. You want to like shove those under the door.
Val has a feeling that's not gonna do much for being heard.
Okay.
And also, again, he was fine with doing. So if Gottfried wants to do it, then he can. But
Godfrey is not going to do that.
all right.
You gotta keep the anthrax from leaching out.
Oh, no. Val dies of anthrax poisoning. You're in an enclosed space. Watch out, bestie.
Oh,
Val
no.
has survived for so long and for so many reasons, and it's the anthrax that does him in.
This joke probably doesn't even make sense to like people who aren't in the chat.
It's fine.
Just a vague, confusing joke.
All right. So Val goes, look, there's a lot of, you are a private person, and as I've said before, I respect that. What's your business is your business, and that's fine. However, the longer we spend time with you, the more your business is kind of becoming everyone's business. And I'm not saying you have to tell everyone everything or anything like that. But, 1, we are having your memories as dreams. And that's meaning that we're getting bits and pieces of things that are cluing us into certain things. 2, you clearly have holy blood. We know that. And whatever, I don't care. But 3, I'm worried about you. I care about you as a person. You are my friend, and I am worried about you as a person. And if you do not tell us, or at least one person, it doesn't have to be me. It could be Edwin, because I don't know, you seem to care about him. It could be, I don't know. Well, it can't be Garlic. He's a good listener, but he's not very good at anything else. It has to be a person, and it has to be within our group. But just tell someone what's going on with all of this, so that someone else is looking out for your interests and for your back, and someone else actually knows what's going on, because yeah, things are getting more and more dangerous, and the less information we have, the less prepared we can be. Again, it's up to you who you tell, and again, you could completely disregard everything I'm saying right now, and I would never know. But for the sake of everyone here, and especially you, I think that you need to talk to someone about certain things. And yeah, that's all I really have to say.
Obviously, he looks insanely uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, he's got like one hand on the doorknob, like, half like he looks like he's gonna run away. But where's he gonna go to, really? But he just stands there as you say your little speech, and then he just kind of like suspiciously looks around. How loud were you talking? Like, were you talking at like a normal talking level where everyone could hear?
Yeah, Val was not purposefully trying to be quiet, but I would say his voice is low, so even when he's talking like loud, it doesn't necessarily carry super well
Mm-hmm.
because high pitches go farther.
Mm-hmm.
But
Do you guys want to make perception checks?
I
Sure.
mean, we can. Yeah, we can. But again, perception.
Could I just do like
wisdom.
passive? Because I don't think Edwin is trying to listen.
Yeah, sure. You can do passive perception.
Okay.
What would be passive perception?
Oh, jeez,
Again?
it's in the manual. Hold on.
I think it's like 10 plus whatever your modifier is. I was
Yeah.
just reading the manual
would be
earlier
like,
today, which is why I remembered what it was.
Okay, then that would be a 7 for Octavia, so.
Okay.
10 plus passive perception?
10
Oh.
plus your modifier for perception.
Oh, currently it's plus 12, so 22.
All right, not Archibald not only hears everything, he hears like the sewer noises underneath the earth.
That's not a roll. That's not a roll.
Octavia, you hear people talking, but you don't quite get the whole conversation. But there's a vibe in the air.
Uh-huh.
Did Edwin?
Oh, yeah, it was 9.
9. You also don't get the entire conversation. But yeah, definitely vibes leaching into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Feels like anthrax in here.
Yeah. Hard not to when it's Godfried.
Yeah. But yeah, he looks very uncomfortable. He does not like this conversation. And instead of really answering all your questions, he just kind of like stands there and flounders for a second. With it, like, he's got half of his expressions like, how have you caught on to my genius hiding things plan? Like he's like kind of incredulous that Valente has eyes.
The face blindness has subsided.
And the other half is just like the expression someone gets when they want to dig a very large hole underground and then hide in it for the next 700 years. So he's not really gonna answer any of the questions immediately. He's just gonna stand there making very pointed, awkward eye contact with Valente for a second, before he asks.
Al does not seem to realize that this situation is awkward, or if he does not care even a little bit, and just looks back at him like, "Yep, I'm done talking."
He says, I don't want to talk about anything here. This isn't a safe place at all.
That's fair. But I needed to say this because I've actually been trying to tell you this for like months, but I'm not good at remembering talking to people. So and then other things have started happening and I've gotten distracted. And it came to me and I was like, well, this is possibly the worst possible place to do it, but my track record is so bad that I knew I needed to do it.
At the word months, as in this has been an ongoing thing and not just a sudden revelation that you had 5 minutes ago. He looks even more like he wants to crawl into a big hole and die. But instead of that, he's just gonna slightly open the door for you and sort of like motion you out.
Val goes, "Oh, I should say I suspected you had holy blood for months. I only confirmed it when you touched the saint's tassel. But, yeah. Alright." And then he leaves.
He immediately shuts the door right after you.
He's gonna fall in a hole.
Oh no. Well, found a way to get out of our well,
you
guys.
hear like a soft whoomp of maybe something hitting the floor.
Oh no.
Val hears nothing. He is too caught up in Jesus Christ. That was a conversation. And goes back to his bed and goes, okay.
Just okay. Just nice.
Done. Okay.
We did it, boys.
You guys were like, oh, we need to have a conversation.
Well, yeah. You
That's
Yeah.
a conversation.
You certainly did just have a conversation.
Edwin like sees Valente come out and not Godfrey and is like, is he okay?
Dwyer silence moments. Oh, hello.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
no.
he's not dead. I didn't hurt him. I just talked at him, and he seems upset that I said very obvious things.
Yeah, I think he's better at hiding secrets. I mean, I think he's worse at hiding secrets than he thinks he is.
Oh, absolutely. He seemed surprised that I knew he had holy blood when he's touched the Saint's tassel. So, don't know what that was
Well,
about.
Yeah. Well, I hope he comes out of there soon because I'm kind of worried about the doorknob thing.
Are not we all?
Actually, before Archibald, is Archibald still here?
Yeah, probably. Because that conversation with Godfrey, from his perspective across the room, was very obvious. It's not a big building.
Yeah, and it's still evening, so it's like, okay, Archibald should not leave until like probably it's dark, pretty dark.
Yeah,
out.
real nighttime.
Real nighttime hours.
On one hand, yes, but on the other hand, I guess if you get caught sneaking around at night, then there's no excuse, right? Like,
Right.
Yeah, it's just like either way, they already told us not to leave until someone gets us. I think so. It's up to you.
I kind of wanted. Shoot. Octavia, I kind of want to test something. I don't know,
Oh.
Edwin, if you have the same idea, but Octavia looks out and sees if there's anyone around their holdings.
You see a couple people out on the street just kind of shuffling around. There seems to be a bunch of guards, like, just on the street now, though, where there weren't before.
Huh.
Not looking at your building, just on the street.
To keep us from getting out, I assume.
Yeah, patrols are already out. Great.
What did you want to try though? Because I didn't have any specific ideas.
I wondered if the Saint's tassel turned the same color as the doorknob.
Oh yeah, sure.
well,
so I
wait,
think you'd need someone
Wait,
else
wait.
to test that.
wait,
Yeah.
hang on. But doesn't the door thing glow, like, visibly, like, to the street
Yeah.
guard? Yeah.
On both sides, so it's probably
Yeah.
not the best idea to test that right now.
Yeah.
And also, if it means what we sort of think it means, then with a bunch of people standing out there lighting up, like if the light's actually like color coded or whatever, kind of a
Yeah.
hey, look over here sign for
Yeah.
anyone who has who gives slightly more fucks than that last guy who's leading us around.
That's a fair point. Just like, it's weird that they have that here.
Well, I don't know about the holy blood part, but I was worried about it in the first place because they have issues with plague here, right? So it would make
Mhm.
sense to have something that looks for like disease or something. Which is what I would assume the white is. But um
I'm just. I hope it's not. Well, maybe we already kind of know what the white is.
well,
What it
yeah.
means. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really anything special about me that uh someone else doesn't have, I think, besides that.
You're special.
Bro, you're so special.
Yeah, it's like Arcadia's like, no, you're special.
Edwin like didn't even mean it in that sense, so he's just like pleasantly surprised, like, oh, that's nice of you.
And
Oh,
Arcadia's
man.
like, yeah. What the hell?
I don't think he meant it like
Oh.
that, but
Oh. Sorry.
very nice thing to say. Like, yeah, I mean, if he
That
did
is
mean it
true.
like that, I agree. But
Well,
yeah.
yeah. The only other thing I could think of that me and Godfrey have in common is maybe like magical aptitude, but I think other that would be a little weird for it to be a like binary thing, like turning white instead of like whatever else.
Also,
Since
I am literally magic. Magic
yeah,
comes.
Yeah.
Magic
yeah,
comes out of
so
my lizard mouth when I open it half the time. Like
yeah,
that's
so I don't think that would be it.
It's just interesting because I remember with the doorknob at the community center, shrine, church, whatever the hell that place
Yeah,
was.
it turned green.
Yeah, it turned green. Which I would assume it just means, yes, you have jurisdiction here, or yes, you are a citizen of
Yeah.
Arwell.
Yeah, that's my guess too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think just to be safe, me and Godfrey shouldn't touch any doorknobs.
Nope.
The guard
Yeah.
didn't seem to be that bothered by it turning yellow. But if we wanted to be extra safe, we could worry about that too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was weird that he smiled when I touched it. I don't know what that means.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd keep an eye out tonight if I were you. I don't know. I don't trust.
Val bristles and says,
Yeah, I guess there's no
The-
locks on these doors, right?
No.
There's no locks
Um,
on any door in this whole building. So, the door and then the little stall door.
Oh.
What did Val bristle about? Sorry.
the fact that he was like, oh, he smiled. Val's like, I don't know what that means at all, but I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Archer's
That
like,
will kill that guy.
I appreciate that, Val. Thank you.
I know you can handle yourself. I will kill him.
Thanks. I could kill him if it required, but yes, thank you. Thank you for the offer.
It's the thought
Okay,
of
so we're
murder that counts.
Yeah. We'll make sure to keep a watch tonight as well. Same as usual. We've already learned that really no place is safe.
Yeah, I can help with the watch. At this point, I don't think I'm gonna get a good night of sleep anyway, so
Okay. You want to take first or second when it comes?
out of character, I can take whichever one is usually the dream zone.
That's the
Second
second one.
Okay. Yeah, second one's fine.
Okay.
I forgot.
I can take first watch.
Alright.
We got that down. Has Godfrey returned from the restroom yet?
No, he has not.
Yeah.
Do you want to
we
make
check on him?
Do you want to make some sort of check?
Yeah.
Can we perceive if he's okay in there?
You can
Yeah.
perceive.
Yeah, let's please proceed. So I guess how about you roll Trikey and I'll also roll and see what happens.
Yeah, because we're actually trying this time, so it makes sense
Yeah.
to not be passive. Ooh, D20. Okay. Well, it's
Yeah.
the same thing, so 9.
9.
I got I got a 13.
9 and a 13. Edwin, you didn't hear anything. You were too busy focused on the conversation. Octavia, you heard like a vague, like wet sound, but other than
What?
that,
Huh?
you haven't
What do
heard
I
anything.
get rolling at 21?
Oh god.
Somebody just threw up in there.
Oh
God.
no.
Oh, Archibald, like, as you two are talking about it, pauses and, like, just cocks his head to the side a little bit, ear up, like he's, like, listening, and then just sort of recoils a little bit, and just sort of looks back and forth at both of you, and, like, you know that, like, it's weird to put into words what's normally just a reflexive action. He does that thing where, like, when people like put their hands on their stomach or chest before they're about to, he basically motions
Yeah.
like someone who's about to puke and like points at his
Oh.
mouth and gestures a thumb like over in the
Yeah.
direction of Godfrey. He's like, yeah.
For the first time since Val talked to him, Val looks guilty about maybe saying what she said.
Mm.
But he
Someone
hasn't
had-
done anything since that, except maybe like shuffle around a little bit, so he's still in there.
Yeah.
He's kind of like blocking the door, like you can see part of him from the little crack underneath the door, like a shadow.
Uh-huh.
He's blocking the door.
Octavia
Well-
looks there and she's like, "Oh no, buddy." Octavia decides if he doesn't come out in an hour, she'll go check on him and ask him to please come out of the toilet.
Aw.
It's very generous.
Okay, so beyond that,
Gare also
Yeah.
looks like pretty awkward.
yeah.
Amalthea's just sitting on her bed, like, damn. People do be saying some things in this room for real.
Oh gosh.
This character is Samantha's id, just running around. In the fucking
Wow.
Anime girl id.
Yeah.
Oh wait, before we I don't know if we were done talking about what we want to do, but I think that if we get another chance, we should ask the Thracian merchants if they're kind of in the same situation as us, where like they get let in through a door and stuff, just to
Right.
know like what it's like on over there.
Right, that's a good idea.
And
I should have done it just earlier.
Yeah, I
today.
didn't think of it either.
the other thing while I'm out, I guess, tonight
Yeah.
to think about. So apparently, it's not allowed to go the direction out of this city we want to go?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's a problem that we're going to have to figure out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's more of a me tonight thing or a you. Well, I get you guys are in a room. I could
I'm
poke around
almost-
some.
Huh.
There
Yeah.
are sores. I can hear sores in this city. I could poke around if you guys want me to, see if there's anything.
Yeah, just stay safe, definitely, because we don't want to have to break 2 people out of prison.
Yeah, please be careful.
I've been
Actually-
to prison, I've been in prison several times before. It's fine.
Octavia goes up to him, rests a hand on his shoulder, is like, Archibald, the last time you got imprisoned, you got indentured into service.
Well, yeah,
Uh,
but you know, to you, so could have been worse. Far
Thanks.
worse.
I guess. And she looks like kind of down, like, but I don't think if you're indentured again, it's gonna be as good.
If it means anything, you guys are probably the most fun wardens I've ever had, so
Oh.
That's nice of
Octavia
you.
awkwardly leans in and gives him a hug.
Archibald awkwardly hugs back, like,
You're not. You're our friend.
thank you. I mean, I certainly hope so at this point. It's nice to say it out loud, though.
Yeah. Okay. Let me know if you want to hear me say it again when you get back. Okay.
Sure.
Wait. Actually, before you go, Edwin, do you have that thing that Helmy gave you?
Oh yeah, the charm.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. Do you want to take it to her, or might they find it on her then if we aren't getting her out yet?
It might be useful for her to have in a jailbreak.
That's true.
Or at least,
Well,
like,
you
on
can-
her person.
Yeah. Well, Edwin will hand it to Archibald, and I'll leave it up to your discretion.
Mm-hmm.
What is this that out of? Well, I guess in character too. What is this?
Oh, it's a charm that Wyvern riders use to defend against lances. It's a little bit magical. You think it's probably your friends.
Yeah.
But your friend speaking a little facetiously about
Because
jokingly.
Valente was able to tell it was Macedonian make.
Yeah.
Oh, that all checks out. Huh. All right. What time? If I look out the window, do we have a window, Sam?
You've got those like high basement windows.
Jesus Christ.
You're not underground. They're just up there. You can like peek out of them if you stand on like a bed or.
Right, but are they like reasonable? They're not reasonable.
The
Go out
the
the
ceiling's
window.
only 6.5 feet high, so like.
But can you get out the window without
Oh
looking
no!
like a
No
toad?
way.
Yeah. Right.
It's
Now,
a tiny hole drilled into 2 solid feet of granite.
That being the case, Archibald's going to walk. I guess I better. Like, does the light coming through look like it's nighttime or
Yeah, getting there, definitely.
getting there? Archibald will turn to whoever and say, "Could one or two of you look out the window? Let me know if it's clear while I get ready here." And he's gonna walk over to the door and take out just like a rag and like dangle it above the doorknob and like hold it to the doorknob and then gradually just sort of lower his hand until he's like just like very gently test to see like if he's holding a rag in his hand and using that to grab the doorknob, does it do anything weird or is it just like
It does glow yellow through the rag.
through the rag? Oh shit!
Bright yellow.
So he barely touched, just like tip of a finger in and out,
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
And then
Can we see if we're looking out the window? Can we see if anyone saw that?
No,
Mhm.
all the guards, they seem to be like going in a direction, so they're kind of all like they're shuffling around, but they're all shuffling
Yeah.
around in a certain direction.
Okay,
They
so
are
not
going
looking...
to the right, vaguely. No rush though, it seems.
Maybe they're all headed for like changing their shift or something.
It could be.
We could wait to see if they stop coming this way at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got. I'm gonna wait by the door, and one of you let me know when.
Alright.
Are there 2 windows on either side of the door?
There's one window on either side, one long window.
1 window on either side. Okay, Octavia goes to one, and I guess Edwin can go to another
Yeah.
just to look out.
Yeah, unless someone with better perception than me wants to. If anyone has
Yeah.
like decent
You don't.
decent
I don't-
Same
wisdom.
here.
I mean,
So
they're right in
probably-
front of you. They're right in front of you.
Okay.
You also have to remember
can't screw
that
these up.
no one in this room has good whiz.
Save for Gottfried. in
Save
the
for Godfrey who's
bathroom.
vomiting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
He's busy.
Gare.
How's he
Gare
doing?
has decent wisdom.
Gare's like sitting on the bed, like with his feet up on this stone table. He's got like his hands folded in his lap, and he no longer looks like extremely uncomfortable, but he's still just like, haha, well that just happened. Uncomfortable voice.
Yeah. Octavia's thinking, okay, as soon as Archibald goes out, I'm going to use the Ignite Sword to try and cook Slurry and make us all forget about this for right now.
The
I
arsenic in
think
the
you're
air.
gonna
It's
need
very
some.
thick.
I think you're gonna need some jungle juice. I think you're gonna need some jungle
Airport
juice to
jungle
make this
juice to
forget this.
fix this situation.
We
Arsenic
can't
and
have
arsenic.
Oh my
jungle
god,
juice.
Dwyer, I have like a whole list of things that each NPC will do for any session that it's not combat or any session with like non-combat elements, like a list of, I guess, Oblivion NPC style tasks. Godfrey's is now blank,
Oh no!
which is
Oh,
sad because he
no.
had an important task on there. But I'm sure it'll come up again. It'll come up again later.
The AI is broken.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He's currently experiencing the human version of when the Windows computer shows the little like sad smiley face because it has like a memory error.
Oh shit!
Oh, I feel bad.
Someone had to say it to him.
Someone had
honestly.
to say it, and we were
Yeah.
cowards who had A and S supports with him who couldn't say it fast enough.
When that C support character decides to confront you on most of your issues in the middle of everything.
Hey, I've confronted him on everything all the time, and look where that's gotten me.
Yeah, but you
These
guys
supports.
have kind of like a flirting with friendship relationship, but like also hatred.
You and
Hey,
me were
you-
not so alike.
Yeah.
The mutual feeling of God, I should have stabbed you, but now we're both.
It's
looking
too
at-
late
it's
now.
Like the ancient Greek like hospitality laws. Like you fucking let him in now. Fucking shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally.
Val is authority figure. Oh no.
Valente just displayed an active authority figure.
It wasn't though. It wasn't like, hey, you have to do this. It was like, hey, people might get hurt if you don't, and that worries me, and I care about you. Please.
Sim's
Yeah.
negative sign appears above
Oh,
Godfrey's
no.
head. It's okay, it's
It'll be
okay.
fine.
Nothing is doomed. Nothing is doomed. This will probably get you to some good places eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually,
That's-
oh.
He has to cope first.
He has to cope.
Gotta go through it in order to succeed. Grind set. Sigma male.
He also in the last session said he has something to tell me. I know because it's
Yeah,
half of one
that just got
page.
knocked off the list, bestie. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
That was my bad.
Just
No,
got
I-
immolated.
All good.
I
all good.
figure that shit wasn't gonna happen this session
He's
anyway. 'cause
forgotten.
we're
If you
somehow
want to know what that
cramming
is, you're gonna have to remind him.
Because we somehow have to cram in like me playing Metal Gear and a boss fight into this. There's no time for
No
a
time.
delicate conversation with God. Sorry, another delicate conversation with Godfrey. That man's will is made of glass.
Oh god.
Yeah.
feel bad.
Actions
I
have
felt bad too when
consequences,
it
Betsy.
happened. It's happened.
No,
It's okay.
listen. The bad part is that Val is like, yeah, no, I needed to say that, and so I had to have her say that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
I feel
yeah.
bad.
I think
Val
you did the
is
right
like,
thing for
I
your
didn't-
character. I think you did the absolute right
Yeah.
thing for your character.
Good. Like,
If
I
it
did
makes
the
you feel
same-
better, he hasn't thrown up a second time. So,
That does help.
Yay.
And the thing about the months thing is actually based on literally the second before we even found out Gare had holy blood officially.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had wanted Val to say to the group as a general thing, if anyone here has holy blood, maybe they should tell at least one other person so we're aware. And now it's now. That's how long I wanted Val to say this, and I kept forgetting.
oh my
The
The
god.
front door is a metal detector, for fuck's sake.
We
Wait!
You can't avoid this, bucko.
How much metal's in your blood if you're a dragon?
Probably more.
Probably
Probably more.
Yeah, probably.
Who's to
Dragons
say?
are weird. Part dragon.
Yeah.
An earth dragon, especially. Like,
Oh, true.
So
Yeah.
many metals.
He is so full of metal.
So full of metal. This is why you're doing Metal Gear Gear Solid.
Which is exactly what he's about to do. Alright, before he does that, though, I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
well, hi everyone.
Hi.
We're in
How's
charge
everyone
now.
doing?
Yeah.
Guys,
We're
I fucked
God.
up.
No, it was so good. Thank you.
It was
No.
so good. It works out so well. Like,
Listen, I've been trying to crumple that proverbial tin can of a man for like fucking the entire campaign, and you did it in like the first heart-to-heart conversation. You win. Bravo. Like it's this
second.
Sam said we have to break him for him to
Oh, I
fucking,
should-
you know.
Be right back and grab some food. I'm really hungry.
Oh,
Yeah,
Understandable.
this really came from I was like, I can't. The problem is, I don't know if Val will ever actually talk to Godfrey like, he has so much shit to say to Godfrey all the time, but he isn't saying anything, and they're at C support, and I don't want that to stay that way. And the only way that's not gonna stay that way is if Val fucks it up severely real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the way. It's kind of the way that it happens with Godfried.
If she's a D support with him,
I know, like it feels like the worst thing, even though it's like you as a person feel like you've barely done anything. Yeah, you gotta get the painful shit out first. I mean, like, honestly, how it happened, it went much better than what happened with Octavia and Archibald at the cabin.
I guess, but he's vomiting.
He's stressed.
That means it's working. No.
I don't know about that.
No,
I
it
think he's
does.
just
Because the alternative is that he keeps doing suspicious experiments on himself when we're not looking. Like,
Vomiting is more. There's a lot of things that aren't vomiting.
humans
There
are
are a lot
supposed
of
to puke.
alternatives to
Humans aren't
vomiting.
supposed to be injecting themselves with lizard blood when we're not looking.
Look, I agree with you. I'm saying vomiting is not the only thing that could happen here.
Yes, this is true.
Guys, gamers.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Sharky went to get something to eat.
Mhm.
Excellent, excellent. You can wait.
Everyone
may
is
be back.
comforting me for feeling bad
No!
for making Godfrey
Don't
puke.
feel bad. That
This
just
man was
happens
made-
sometimes.
This man was made for this. Like, this is his character.
Literally, he was created for this purpose.
But I don't like making people sad.
I don't like it either.
It's okay. It's not
I
a permanent
don't like
state
it either,
of being.
Tyler. It's okay.
As long as you don't, keep ruining his day, I'm sure he'll come back.
Uh,
Edward or
In which-
Octavia can talk to him.
In which Archibald? No, not me. In which Godfrey realizes, oh, I have been like a fucking open book. Shit.
Val, that's the thing, is Val is such an open book.
Yeah.
People are like, hey, what happened to you? And Val's like, do you want the short or long version?
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to be secret about the stuff that's fucked up in his life in a group of people who are like almost entirely Edwin, almost entirely
Edwin moment.
fucking backstory is full of fucked up shit. It's like, oh, I've got so much like family trauma. It's like, join the club.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's okay. I mean, but then again, if it came up, Octavia would say, bro, it's okay, but also anytime it's like, hey, Octavia, what happened to you? I'm like, I don't need to talk about that. That's not relevant. I can just hint at it, and you can stop bothering me about it.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah.
I'm back,
This is
but let
why
me
I
know if you can like hear me eating chips or anything.
That's okay. You may munch.
Yeah.
You
This is
may
why
munch,
I
you may
said
munch.
the sitcom of both Octavia, Archibald, and Godfrey being the same type of asshole deep down.
I want to watch the roommate comedy. Ooh, that's my Windows Explorer. Okay. All right.
Secret.jpg.
Yeah, no, the big
Oh.
file that says Edwin died. No. Don't look at that one, guys.
We already knew that was coming.
No, I would not. I
No!
would. He's so hard to kill. I'm gonna have to really
He
try.
is.
But anyways, you guys are looking out for when I forgot to put a 5-minute break thing up. It's fine. For when Archibald can sneak out and the guards finally begin to make their way out of the scene. They are no longer on the street. A couple other people are still kind of walking around, and they also seem to be headed towards this area, to the right, wherever that is. And you do recognize that right is sort of like the center of town. That's
Is that
towards,
also the direct?
Yep.
Yeah.
But as far as
Probably.
law enforcement goes, they're pretty much gone.
Am I about to fucking... I've been joking about playing Metal Gear. Am I about to find myself in fucking town of Salem? Is this gonna be fucking, like, the convening of the town to discuss who gets murdered? Jesus Christ, okay.
I was assuming cannibalism at some point.
Well, yeah. It's cannibal lizard hell.
Yeah.
I'm sure that half of these idiots are lizards. In some capacity.
Mm.
Alright, Archibald, what's your move?
Do you need another juice up? Do you need?
I think he's fully juiced. I don't think he literally can be anymore.
Okay.
I think there was like one we didn't use, but we might as well just not bother because it's a plus 12 base to any. No, sorry, plus 16 to all sleight of hand. So whatever.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Create a monster.
Yeah. Basically, basically the only thing can happen right now is I get a natural one, and then at that point it's like
There's nothing we can do.
There's no amount of buffs that can save me. I guess as soon as I get like the signal from Rose, almost dropped my D20 as I'm speaking.
Oops.
But as soon as I get the signal from whoever's watching, Archibald is gonna open and close the door real quick and just sort of like shuffle on out into the street quietly.
You shuffle on out. A couple people they don't look at you, they actually like look away from you. Like they pointedly don't look at you as they continue shuffling along. And you can see that some of these people are either holding something or they're like dragging something behind them, but at this point it's dark enough where you can't immediately tell what it is.
Shit. Oh, I'm so curious already. Can I get... Okay, so I want to know what it is, but I also don't want to
before to clarify, I'm gonna do Archibald's adventure first, and then I'm gonna go back to the room and see if anyone's doing anything while Archibald is out. So
Okay.
people who are in the room, I have not forgotten you. Archibald, you're outside.
Yeah. We could even do a midpoint cutaway.
We can do a midpoint cutaway.
Through my
That works for me.
actions. I'm always shooting for things that will produce a weird cliffhanger. But anyway.
Let me know when you want a midpoint cutaway.
If I ever start like descending into a sewer tunnel or digging a tunnel, then you know.
Okay.
It's cutaway time.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to know what the hell they're dragging around, but also I don't want it to be obvious that I'm looking in a town full of people who, like, chronically avoid eye contact with even inanimate objects. So I guess, does that sound like sleight of hand and perception or something? Like,
can you reiterate what you want to do? I'm not entirely
so
sure.
I want to check what they're dragging around.
Okay.
In the dark, which is perception, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be seen.
All right. Do perception and then do sleight of hand.
Okay. Perception. Oh, that's not good. Thanks very much, dice. It's like a 8 or something. That rolled very bad. And then the sleight of hand is like. Well, I rolled a 10, so that'll be like a 26.
Okay, so they don't notice that you're like sort of looking. But you don't get a super clear look at what they are dragging and carrying. But unfortunately, you don't need to get a super clear look to know that what they are dragging appears to be deceased people. What they're carrying is a little bit more nebulous. You're not entirely sure, but whatever it is, they seem sort of heavy. So people are sort of like walking slowly, but the dragging is people who are not alive.
Okay. Well, they're all going the same direction as me, right?
Yep.
In that case, I should mention Archibald currently is his hair and eyes are currently that nice stereotypical shade of Thracian benchwarmer brown, you know, just to like the this is every man in Thracia look from half of the cast of benchwarmers in that game.
Yeah. Thracian brown.
He's just some dude.
He's
Thanks.
just some guy.
April Fool's session. Appreciate it. But yeah, just going to be one of the NPCs, just making my way downtown, hoping I don't get, you know, killed or spotted or whatever.
Okay. So you're
Probably
just
in the reverse order.
So you're just walking. So you're basically just walking towards the
Obviously
meetup
not
location.
obviously not like going for a jaunty stroll in the dark, surrounded by a bunch of people carrying corpses, but like shuffling in the background in the same way that everyone else is like. Everyone seems to be going about their business in a way that they hope no one even like perceives them.
Mm-hmm.
Same deal. If no, we're all just here making our way to the place where we're all going quietly in the dark with hoods on or whatever.
They're not wearing hoods. They're all just wearing their normal clothes. A couple people aren't carrying anything either. They seem to be mostly adult people, just walking along. Some of them have like canes and such. Just, you know, slowly walking.
Yeah.
But okay, are you taking any like back alleys? Or are you just walking down the road?
Hugging the edge of the road for a bit to judge. Like if the foot traffic starts to get too weirdly like dense, like if it's converging or something, then it's back alley time. But also keeping an eye out. We passed like a sewer hole at some point, right? Like what's
a sewer
is that
hole?
The main road? Yeah.
You passed a big trap door.
That
the
one.
Sewer hole was your toilet.
It's not as. That's the back again. That's the backup hole.
Backup hole. Hate the backup hole.
Yeah. Weird trap door. Is that in the direction they're going to by chance?
Yes, it is.
Noted. Yeah, no, going until like if there's a large influx of people, like big crowds converging relatively, then I might dip out. But until you as the DM say that is what occurs, just
there does seem to be a crowd of people, not like a crowd, but like several people sort of stopping up ahead around where this trapdoor is, just sort of milling around.
Exactly what I expected, yeah. Taking a what's like the layout of the city like around here? Yeah, you gotta do urban planning now in your head on the fly, bitch.
Just kidding, I already did it.
Oh, good. Good for you. You came prepared this time.
I come prepared most times. Anyways. So you've got this big stone, like cobblestone road with a 10 by 10 trapdoor up ahead. I'm gonna say it's maybe like 500 feet away. So you can see it's a flat area. So you can see a bunch of people gathered up ahead, but they're far enough off where you could feasibly not be in their eye line. They're not paying attention to you anyways.
Is it like a wide area with like market stalls?
No, it is a relatively. When I say a big road, I mean big for this city, as in you could probably fit a like 2 carts next to each other, and that's it. Like it's big enough to fit the door. That's basically
what I'm getting at here more is are the layout of like the roads and squares and whatever. Is it like dense in a way where if I try to take a side alley, wouldn't be able to see or hear anything going on here, or is it sort of thing where there's like
yes, it is extremely dense and the buildings are extremely thick. Judging by your building, it seems that all the buildings here have a 2-foot granite wall.
There's no skirting around per se easily.
No, no way. If you're getting close, you're getting close.
Well, everyone seems to be approaching here. Is there any place where it looks like? Because I don't want to. You never want to be the one guy like going the opposite way in the like ever being a weird.
I should
figure in
clarify.
the
I should
dark,
clarify.
like,
Most people are going here. There are some
Right.
people who are like either returning to their homes or it's just like walking in other directions. Like you're not the only one out here who's not going to this,
So,
fun
Are
birthday
there
party.
other angles, like other roads, where this spot they're gathering could be seen from? Like if I were to go down an alley and
there's
walk down, would there be like
alleyways, but you can't see from where you are if there's like another, I guess, entry point. From what you remember,
like,
if
if
you were
I
to if you
went
were to remember, there's no like it's not at an intersection. It's in the middle of just a straight road with a bunch of little alleyways coming off the straight road. But it's a grid.
like would it so like if I were to go down the other end, down one of the alleys and just around, I'd pass by, like do a right and then a left, say, then I'd see this area again through an alleyway on my left as I was passing.
Yes, you would.
That Yeah, I'm gonna go for a place where again it's like feasible for someone to be walking, not like this is truly suspicious alley,
Mm-hmm.
like just place where a person is passing by, because I want to get a glimpse of it as I go by, but also not, be right there because that no.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going down this alley. As you go down this alley, you pass by a couple people who like kind of squeeze by you because this really is like an alleyway, like to the extreme. But they don't question you. They keep their heads down. Especially once they seem to notice that you're not wearing like the traditional clothes of the area, so they keep their heads down. They turn away from you when you pass. As if like, oh, I don't want to be caught with this guy who's not supposed to be out on his own, that kind of thing.
He is wearing a mask. Archibald is wearing a mask, by the way, so it's actually very hard to see like facial features.
No, yeah,
aside
they
from the
definitely
hairstyle
can't
and that.
identify you, but they can identify who you're not, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't want to be near you. They know you're probably bad news. But they just keep going on their way, and as you go, you find the alleyway eventually blocked by what looks like a crouched person.
I'm sorry, did you say a crouched person at the end of the alleyway?
No, not at the end. The smack dab in the middle.
Oh.
They're
Huh.
holding something and they're crouched over it.
Oh no. Okay. Perception roll. Are there eating noises or sounds or smells going on here?
Okay, go for it. How far away are you?
Whatever the upper limit is, like the instant you notice someone crouching, blocking the alleyway, hunched over something.
Okay, so
in a
maybe
city
like
full of
it's a grid, so
draggable
maybe like
bodies.
50 feet away.
Yep. Like the second it's like, is that person crouched? They're crouched over something. Like quiet, full stop. Oh, okay. That'll be for the perception a natural 20. So, 23 total. Give me your secrets.
Okay, you don't hear any eating noises whatsoever, but you do hear crying noises, a woman crying specifically, and she's like kind of crying and mumbling to herself. She seems very, very upset about something. Almost like disbelieving upset.
Okay. Does she look like a local, or is she like someone
I'll let
from
that
like
slide with the
Merchant?
same perception check. She's
It's a
definitely
natural
dressed like
20,
a
you gotta give
local.
me this.
Yeah, she's definitely dressed like a
Okay.
local.
Yeah. Okay. Can I? This might not be the same perception check. Can I see what she's hunched over?
Different perception check. I'm gonna make you make another one.
I figured that would be the case. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 19.
19. You can't entirely see what it is, but you hear other noises too, so you can assume Uh, living, probably person. Probably young person.
Not doing great.
Not doing fantastic. Raspy breathing seems to be the vibe here.
No scales or anything. Or
She's facing away from you. You can't see any features of the people other than the fact that there are people and they're wearing clothes from here. Or at least she is. You can't see the other person.
okay. Oh, time for stupid. Is there, and maybe to use a stat I haven't been able to use at all, I think, this campaign, maybe. This is a very narrow alley, right?
Extremely.
Is
She is
there some
blocking
way-
the alley. You cannot pass her
I
without
know,
her noticing.
I know what you said. Is there any way that one could theoretically, in this alley, get up onto one of the roofs, or like...
You can make an acrobatics check if you like. Everything is stonework, so you'd have to climb.
Is it close enough? Yeah, where you can like kind of climb, hop between, whatever.
Yeah, with a good enough check, it'll be difficult because the stones are rather smooth, but it's possible. What are you trying to do before you roll? Before you roll, do it.
Basically just once I notice that she's like there and I've done all those perception things, look around, just sort of nonchalantly slide against the wall, just like standing there waiting, and then real quick, just is it narrow enough where I could do that thing where you like put a foot on like put your arms and legs out and like just sort of like a mix between like that and climbing with like proper footholds where I can.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. People may not remember this because I literally have never used it since choosing it at the start of the campaign.
Oh god.
But I am proficient in acrobatics, which is also the stat boosted by the skill buffs right now. So that's going to be an 18 plus 16, so
Cirque
that's
du Soleil!
Yeah, that's a hang on, wait, see, 34, I think.
Good god. You flawlessly make it onto the roof with the power of your dragon claws. Maybe your connection to like the concept of rocks is really urging you onward as you climb this roof. But yes, you are successfully able to get onto the roof, and the roofs here are pretty low, maybe like 10 feet tall maximum.
Yeah, just sort of get up to the top, grab the edge, and just sort of whip myself, sort of be crouching on the side of one of them, and very gingerly make my way forward a bit.
Mm-hmm.
In a way where, obviously, there's shadows at night, but like, in a way where my shadow won't be visible from above, but I do want to see from up high what I can of what's going on there.
Alright, that's gonna be another perception check now that you're at a different angle.
Understandable, I'm on a roof. That's a natural 1.
Natural 1? You can't quite see anything. It's dark, and she's mostly in shadow, and whoever she's holding is also in shadow.
She's also crouched over.
She's also crouched over this person. But whoever it is, you can now confirm, due to a lack of seeing, this person is not large. Therefore, yes, confirmed, probably a child.
Dying child. Okay, here's the stupid perception check just before, because my conscience is struggling with curiosity. My conscience and curiosity as a player and character are struggling with my desire to live or whatever. What's, I guess, a perception roll? Back to the good old smell check. Like, is that disease? Is someone diseased there? Is someone dying, bleeding out, diseased? What? Is this I've been around a lot of lizards and lizard-related diseases at this point. Is this the vibe? That's a 19 again. Holy shit.
19? It definitely doesn't smell like a human that's doing great. It's kind of a familiar smell. But yeah, this is clearly a very sick human. You're not exactly sure with what, but unwell.
Oh, the second I know that, and that it's a familiar scent somehow, in spite of it's like a quiet little, like it just silently in my head. Just I see you there, Trikey. I've been thinking about how to make that joke for several weeks.
Oh no.
Um, I was gonna go with like all's well that are well or something, but yeah, that works too. Unwell, the opposite of Arwell.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. As soon as that's obvious, Archibald's a quiet in his head, silently just little. Not a prayer. He doesn't do that shit, but I like thinking, man, I would like to console this person, but that ain't happening right now. And then slink back off along the roof. And is there a way to get back up along by that square? Like, what are the roofs like? Are they sloped? Are they like
They're
flat? Are
they're
they
completely flat with like a little lip to them.
so I could get up on top and go
You
alongside
could not
the.
get on top of the cube unless you climbed up the cube, because the cube is probably like quadruple the height of the rest of the buildings.
What are you talking about now? I'm talking about that little trap door
Oh, the
that
door.
everyone's got
Okay,
above.
sorry, you said like square, and I was like, okay, there's a lot of squares going
No, like a
on.
square, like a town square.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you could definitely get over there.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get get over there, get real low, and just sort of look down, just the tip of the head, like a little,
Mhm.
barely
Okay.
perceptible.
Yeah, sure. Um, it looks like there's a lot of people indeed gathering around this hole. There seems to have be accumulating like a pile of the deceased, quote unquote, in the corner where everyone is generally not standing. Everyone who's alive is kind of standing on the other side, except for, a couple like guards and stuff. Don't want dead bodies just hanging out on their own. Um, but the door isn't open, the door is shut, but people are like talking to each other as if they're waiting around for something. There's a lot of people standing around who are like they seem to be standing in little groups, so people will be like two people together and then like three people together and they're all like gathered around one of the people in the party, like two people will be with their like friend who's like leaning on a cane or something. So this seems to be like, I don't know, a group gathering. There's maybe a maximum of 15 people here.
Yeah. Oh boy. Well, don't want to wait too long, but I will watch and see what happens for a little bit here, because this is obviously not going to go well.
Okay. Well, after maybe about 5 minutes of nothing really happening other than these people just standing around and talking, the guards they tie like a rope to um the trapdoor doesn't have like a handle, but it does have like holes in it, so they feed a rope through it and they pull it out. Um, and then they use that to yank the door open. It takes like maybe four of them to yank this big door open because it's very heavy. It's 10 feet tall. And as they do, it reveals a very big, dark, black hole in the middle. Uh, you can't really see anything out the bottom of that. Um, and for a couple minutes, nobody really does anything, and then they start feeding like the dead bodies into the hole. They just go on down. No real fanfare. Maybe like one person steps out from the crowd to like take something off of one of the bodies, like, oh wait, let me grab that. But other than that, nobody really does anything. And then after that, you can see that the groups of alive people are sort of like, awkwardly milling around, and a couple of them are starting to like hug and kiss each other as if they're saying goodbye. And then one by one, maybe about half the group just kind of walks to the edge of the hole and lets himself drop in.
Oh no.
And after that's done, and the whole thing only takes about 10 minutes, a couple of the people who are still alive, they sort of like drop to the ground, they sit down, they look, a little bit shaken, worse for wear. But everyone else just kind of walks home. Some people are wiping their eyes, some people are dusting their hands. The guards close
So
up the door, they take the rope out, and they go on their way.
Archibald is very glad in this moment he's the only one noticing this, because this is what we refer to as a good old Jugal Tuesday. But
A Yugal
Yeah.
Tuesday, baby.
yep, it's like, wow, this is almost as fucked up as the child burnings. This is, if anything, a moral upper hand to what has the moral upper hand over what I've witnessed previously. This is disease. This is quarantining. This is, but yeah, it's obviously a body is, but there's nothing weird about the pit aside of the fact it's a pit, right? There's
Well,
no
you definitely
chewing
can't see the
noises.
bottom. No noises
I
came from
don't-
it, but you also don't know how deep it is, so. Question.
Yeah, there's no like distant roars or screeches from below.
Do you want to make like a perception check, like a retroactive perception check?
Yeah. I asked the question, didn't I, Bester? It's not a good roll, but I've had worse. It's like a 12.
You did not hear anything from where you were sitting. You didn't even hear the people talking, like, down there. They were pretty much, like, whispering at all times.
Yeah,
You
like,
heard the creak of the
distant.
door and the, like, sound of people's feet leaving pavement, but aside from that, pretty much silence and murmuring. Occasionally
Right.
a crying sound.
After watching that end, Archibald will wait for, I guess, what's more suspicious, getting down to, from here, does it look like there's a very clear pathway where, like, it's not very exposed to get to, like, the, I know you said I'd have to climb Cube building, but, like, is it
Mhm.
super exposed?
No,
Like going
it
along
is,
the
it is
rooftops?
it is in the grid, so you can take the back alleys. It's just the
Right,
front of it
my
passes
point
by
is,
the
like,
big road.
am I going to be, like, leaping across great gaps to
No,
get,
no,
like,
no.
across the
The
roofs?
gaps
or
are
would I-
human width, so it's like a step.
Right. And
Unless you're jumping
All right.
across the main road, in which case, good luck.
I don't have to do that, though, right?
You don't.
Okay. In that case, I'll go more towards the center of the alleyway of the buildings in the grid, because, like, you know, if you're jumping along the edge, jumping along the roofs close to the road, then people are more likely to, you know, see you than if you're just a little blip.
Mhm.
It's just gonna, step by step, look around, make sure it's, like, clear, hop, and repeat across roof to roof up
Mhm.
until I get next to that building.
It's not hard to find.
Yeah. And then the question is, she's in the basement, and I know where her window is. But how do I want to be, like, do I want to be out and in the, because, yeah, I don't want to be out and about, right? Like, I don't want to be found sitting in the alleyway leaning down in the prison window. But also, it's the sort of place where I'd have to go, if I wanted to go in through, like, the top or the front door, I'd have to go all sorts of, that'd be hellish. Let it be known I did grab food, by the way. That was part of the plans established last time.
Okay. Sounds good.
Real food for her to live off of and to not have, you know, dragon disease. Yeah. So, I'm on the roof. That's nice.
Roof Chibald.
Yeah. Let's say, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna say?
Idiot. Yeah, there was a perfect thing for this. I fucking left. I didn't fucking think of it. Until
What
now.
was it?
It's
Wait,
too
tell
late.
me.
Fucking should have brought the fucking sea slug bracelet to slip through the bars with the fucking.
Oh, you fool.
That would have been fucking
No.
perfect. That would have been the best fucking idea. I
That
was
would have been
trying to
such a
think
good
about.
idea.
I was too preoccupied with the like 10 other things I had in mind about this plan. That would have been the most straightforward way, but it's not in my inventory,
The
of course.
chat is
So
so angry.
I was looking through my fucking skills and shit, and like the
Oh
convoy
god.
didn't
You
occur
gotta
to me.
remember what your
But
friends have.
yeah,
Get
uh,
slugged, idiot. Or don't, I guess.
and it could have got her out easily too. Fuck.
My God, no!
Hi, Dwyer.
Hi. I'm the only one in the party not muted right now.
But
Well, shit,
yeah, we're all screaming, crying.
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
How long did it take for me? Obviously, there were several delays there, but how long did it take me to get here?
Not accounting for the delays, it's like a 10-minute walk.
Do we have any plans to get back here? Like, are we being brought back to this building tomorrow for some reason that I know of? Is Archibald or
None that I've told you to. Helmy didn't tell you to come back.
did
Yeah, I
kind of
can't.
shooed you away.
Archibald doesn't know shit?
Yeah.
As you're by this building, though, you do notice lights on inside.
The whole building or the one room?
It's one big room, so yes.
What?
Yeah. The cube?
The prison cells?
Oh, well, the basement lights aren't on, but the big room the lights are on.
Can I see inside from this roof?
Perception check? There's long, thin windows.
Well, shit. That's a design feature that's useful to know. 17.
Well, I already showed this map on Twitter, so I guess I can show it here too.
Oh no.
But the
Oh,
building,
no.
the build.
That's
I'm
a
just gonna
church.
move you. For
That's
a
a
second.
church. That's a church, and we're all gonna die.
You see that there seems to be a couple guys inside, sitting at pews or standing around. You don't see Helmy though.
I have never met her.
Oh,
I don't
never
know who
mind.
that
You don't
is.
see a woman that looks like Helmy.
I don't
who
see
you
a
don't know.
hardly burned woman.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
see any women who looks different than the others.
Yep. Oh, I'm still mad about the fucking face of thing.
It's okay. You'll get more chances to slug people. Becomes a slug, climbs down the toilet drain. Question mark, question mark, question mark, profit.
Don't tempt me.
No, don't! There's poop down there!
I was thinking about Look, I'm already thinking in like Shawshank levels of plans here, right? I'm thinking about creating mini tunnels along like expanded sewer lines into these. That's what I've been thinking about for the past week. The slug thing would have been so much more straightforward if I, because you don't think about a sea slug as a valid form of transport most of the time. Yeah, there you go.
Tight spaces.
Been too long since I've played a druid. I'm mad now.
Get slugged,
Anyway,
idiot.
I know where you live.
Slug.
Anyway.
I also forgot my slug. He's over there. I'll get him later.
It's canon.
Reginald.
Anyway.
But yeah, you see this building's
sorry,
lit by a light. Lit by light. Wow.
Just a
Very
few
deep.
people sitting at pews.
There's
praying
maybe
or whatever.
7. No, they're not praying. They're just standing around. They look like they're kind of waiting for something.
Oh no.
There's maybe 7 of them. 6, 7. Somewhere around there. So it's not like super populated, but there's definitely people in there.
Wait a little bit to see what's up in there.
As you do that, how long are you waiting, out of curiosity?
Answering that with a question first. How long did it take me to get here?
Like 10 minutes? No, wait, you stopped for like a total of 20 minutes, so half an hour.
Oh, it's a 10-minute back and forth trip?
Yes, I said that.
Oh, shit, dude. We could do fucking sea slug. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fucking easy.
Are you going
Anyway.
back? What's the scoop? Where are you
The
going?
question then is, what would we do with the sea slug? Now that, like, do we have to just smuggle a sea slug out through the city? That'd be weird also. Well, no, smuggling the sea slug is... We have to
I
leave
feel like
first.
that's not the weird part.
No.
Put in a bottle. Put bottle in Godfrey's packet. I'm forgetting the word for like a fucking bag.
His carrying
And
case?
carrying case. I was thinking of the word satchel, and I guess
He doesn't have one. He just has this giant wooden box.
someone has a satchel
It's
that
our
they can
case.
put bottles in. Okay.
And she's
I don't know why
also
I thought it began with a P, but I was trying to say
Pat.
something and started. I guess I was like Patchel.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Patchel!
put in bottle full of water. Put in satchel.
I should
be like,
clarify.
this is
magical
medicine.
sea slugginess. You don't need to be
Yeah.
watered. You don't need to be water.
Okay, but I feel like it'd probably be better. If
I
there
mean,
was
yeah, it'd
water.
probably feel good. Like, you know, be like, yes, this feels good and natural, but you'd be fine if you weren't water.
Why is it that this woman has to be the one who's got her own giant... Probably insisted on taking it. It'd be so easy otherwise.
You're gonna forget Galba behind?
No!
Galba will remember this.
No, he's not going to. That's the problem. Damn logistics. Getting in my way. Which is ironic, because it's logistics. It's about getting things places. So anyway... Yeah. You were about to describe something going on in the building?
Was I?
Maybe?
Oh, no, I was asking
sorry,
how long.
you were asking how long.
How long you waiting?
10, 15 top?
Okay, at the 10-minute mark around there, someone
Ooh.
approaches the front door of the cube. It appears to be Helmy, or a woman with long brown braided hair, wearing rags, horribly burned, etc., etc. You don't know her, obviously, but clearly she's somebody, because she's got what looks to be another one of these, just like people with her, a lackey,
Yeah,
perhaps,
I think we.
who holds
I
the
think
door
we
open
did
for her as
describe
she
her.
enters.
Mm-hmm.
And after 5 minutes, 2 of the lackeys disappear out of sight in the building.
Right. Are they approach? Do they appear in the like main room?
No,
No.
Helmy and her lackey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they walk right in. Helmy stands at the front of the room, kind of where her chair was before. Obviously, you don't know that, but for the rest of the party's
Right.
sake,
But
you know
is
where her chair was.
she like standing around and talking to people or getting ready for something, or is she just passing through that room?
She looks like she's preparing for something. She kind of like pulls something. She's like wearing, it's night at now, and it's not like super hot, like, you know, you're kind of on the edge of the desert, so you get kind of like that desert chill at night. So she's wearing like not a coat, but like a robe over her traditional ensemble. And she pulls what looks to be a book out of her robe, and she opens it, and she just like leaps through it, kind of ignoring everyone else as they begin to line up next to her. 2 lines on either side of the aisle.
Well, shit. I'll watch for a little bit longer.
As you do, you see the 2 lackeys reappear with a person standing between them. This person seems to be struggling to get away, perhaps. They have dark hair, they're very tall, kind of nondescript. You can't really get a good look at their face. They're wearing like peasant's clothes, but this person is struggling. They are sort of strong-armed in front of Helmy by the 2 guards. Do you continue watching, or are you doing something?
Is it Nero?
No,
it red hair?
It's definitely not Nero. This person has dark hair and is very tall.
Do they look significant?
No. They've got that Thracia brown hair, baby. Villager
Oh,
number
no.
3 sort of drip. But they
Okay.
are not wearing Arwell local clothes.
Fuck. Okay. Well. I don't know if I can save this person.
That's okay.
Yeah,
But-
that's okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got an idea for the world's most dangerous distraction. It's more of a jet. I'm going to let what happens in the next couple of minutes inform my feelings on what to do in this situation. Archibald's watching now, but ready in case something needs to be done here.
Okay, so this guy, he's struggling. The people are holding him in place. Helmi reaches out a hand. One hand is still holding this giant tome of hers. It's like, I should have specified. It's a big black tome with black pages. Clearly you don't
okay.
have to make a check whether it's magical.
Oh.
There's magic coming out of it. It's like it feels bad even from here. Feels bad.
Oh
Feels
my
bad, bro.
god.
She raises her hand. She puts her hand on this guy's forehead, and he just kind of melts.
Oh my god.
He just turns into just a big puddle on the floor. But she's now got like this like ball in her hand, this glowing ball, and she presents it to one of her buddies, who then takes the ball into his hands and then swallows it.
Oh.
After a second of just like, I've just eaten something foreign, this guy's just like standing around. He like sort of coughs a little bit and like thumps on his chest. One of his friends like reaches out like, "Hey man, you good? You need water?" But he shakes him off like, "No, I'm good. And they just continue standing. A couple of the guys, they come forward, they get a rag, they try to get the goop off the floor best they can before throwing the rag into the corner, and then 2 more guys disappear.
Archibald vanishes back into the night and is going back to the house where everyone else is. 10 minutes, you said?
Okay, wait, hold
get
on.
there.
This is the part where we cut away to what everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
After that, yeah.
Do I have to roll?
You said
step-
cliffhanger.
Is this going to be I get there? Should I roll for
No,
something?
I mean, if you'd like to roll, you can, but I was just gonna say you can just get there because you got there safely, so you can get back safely. You know
Cool.
another way. But let's cut back to the rest of the party. What have you guys been up to while Archibald was on his fun adventure?
Is Gottfried out? Well, first, Octavia uses the Ignite Sire to cook.
Yum.
Basically, she, like, activates it, like, okay. She sets it on the table, activates it, and then starts and hovers the pot over to cook slurry.
What check would that be to make it happen?
And
Do you
now,
want- do you want
and now,
help?
cook.
Because like
Now we interrupt
Cooking
this program
Mama.
for Cooking Mama. Holy shit!
Yeah.
All right, can I get a let's just do a skill check. How skillful are you at this whatever you're doing?
Can I use insight because I'm using a weapon?
What?
What?
No, what? Insight.
Insight plus 2
Oh.
skill mod when rolling to hit.
Oh, the skill. Excuse me. I gotta
Ah.
rename something.
The
Not an
skill, not
insight
to be-
check. I need
Oh,
the
the
skill.
skill, not to be
not to
confused
be
with the proficiency.
Confuse the skill for fit. Sam,
Okay.
things to put on that list.
Listen, my list is so long, and that is now on it. Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
double check for repeat words is high on my list.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say yes. You can use insight
Yay.
for this.
Cool.
You're rolling to hit your goal of making something edible.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, girl.
You put the ingredients in the pot. You turn your sword on, I guess. And they immediately burn,
Oh.
just charred instantly.
Uh,
That is
Val-
5,000 degree knife versus all your food.
Oh.
Val can smell the burning, and goes, "Did you remember to put a fat down first?"
Fuck.
That would do it.
Sorry. Okay, just don't touch it until it
Not-
stops smoking.
Not your fault. We've all done it.
Sorry.
It's created enough smoke that it's kind of like accumulating at the top of the room and like sliding out of the windows. Cause you really just you really just did that, huh? With a nat 1 too.
Yeah.
So the smoke is kind of like petering out of the top of the house, and after Archibald leaves, but a couple minutes after this happens, you hear a knock on the door.
Octavia goes like, hello.
Someone just says, "Open up."
Octavia opens up, hello.
It is a guard with a very
Octavia looks so sad.
a guard with like a very like, are you kidding me? It might be the same guy, but you're not sure because he's wearing a helmet. He looks at you and he's like, your house is smoking.
You forgot to put down a fat.
Yeah.
The guy looks at you like, what does that mean? Question mark?
You know, when you cook,
I burned
you-
our food.
when you cook, if you don't, put like some oil or some animal fat down first, unless you're making like extremely fatty meat, it's gonna burn. It burned.
The guy just kind of like looks at you and then shakes his head and he says, the evidence?
Octavia points to the still steaming pot with the charred bits on the table.
The man walks into the room. He touches the doorknob. It turns green. Obviously, Octavia, yours turned. What color does it turn? Orange, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it said
I
orange.
have memorization skills. Easily one of the things I have. Yeah, the doorknob turns green as he opens the door. He walks into the center of the room. He looks squarely down into the pot at your horrible attempt at food. He sighs loud enough that it echoes inside of his helmet, and then he just turns around and leaves.
Good night. And then Octavia closes the door.
It glows. The guy just like walks away. He's like, he doesn't even stick around to watch your little house. He's just like head down, walking away from your house. Like, man, these guys suck. It's probably the same guy based on body
Yeah.
language.
Yeah, he's just like witnessed Octavia do stuff, and Octavia's like, well, maybe he won't come around for the rest of the night.
Val is like, I don't personally know why he needed to check.
Yeah.
That felt unnecessary. I feel like you know what burned food smells like, especially if you don't know you have to lay down a fat before you start cooking. And Val looks like this is like the stupidest thing
101.
someone
Oh,
could
no.
not know.
Octavia just looks so guilty. Like, I tried to.
Burn it.
No, forgetting is its own thing, right? But like not knowing, that's the being a fucking moron thing.
This is the great juxtaposition. Is Godfrey still in the bathroom after that?
He's still in the bathroom. He's no longer blocking the door, but you can like still kind of vaguely see his shadow. So he's nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Can we like wave the smoke out the windows?
Of course, you may do that.
Yeah. Octavia
It's
tries
not
to do
completely successful, but it's a little bit clearer in here. Amalthea coughs, but like, no one's gonna die in here. Probably. At least of
gosh.
this.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I can't tell if that's real coughing or if that's part of the
I
bit.
did just cough.
Slow.
Okay.
Very immersive. We have sound
Yeah.
effects.
Nice. I'm almost. I think. Shoot, I'm just trying to think of organically would Octavia move to be like, let's make a lance extension of your ballista, but it doesn't make necessarily sense here. She's more like just maybe she's trying to find something to do after that as it's still smoking before she can clean it. Like,
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
looks at. Yeah, maybe she looks at. Unless anyone wants to do anything else.
I mean, there is something Val could do, but also he just made Gottfried vomit, so I don't know if he feels great about his talking to people about things right now.
Oh. Oh, poor Val.
Extremely fair.
He's
Yeah.
gonna have a lot more to not talk about as soon as I get back from it.
Oh no. um. Yeah,
Well, oh, go ahead.
No, you go. I don't have anything to say.
Okay. I think Edwin is probably trying to help clean up the mess.
Gare's
Octavia's
kind
like,
of
"Wait."
helping, but not really. Like, he's shooing smoke away, but he's not getting up.
Yeah, that's fair. Octavia's like, no, it's probably still hot. Don't worry about it.
He takes his
Sorry."
blanket off of the bed and just like, you know how you shake out a blanket? He does that,
Yeah.
and it gets some of the smoke up towards the ceiling.
Heat rises.
Well, it was a good try.
Yeah. Lesson learned. Don't use that sort of flame to cook.
Yeah. Do you want to work on any like practice stuff? Like I know we can't swing swords in here, but
Oh! Octavia immediately rises up. Yes, I love to learn some more magic, especially after this.
all right. Well, Edwin looks around the room at the people who are obviously close enough to volunteer themselves if they would like to also join in.
Octavia calls out like, Godfrey, everyone's gonna teach me some magic if you wanna come and hang out. I burnt dinner, I'm sorry.
Godfrey doesn't respond to that, but you do hear the sound of like someone, maybe like someone's like leg sliding against the floor. Like he is moving around in there, but he doesn't come out.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair, but hey, sign of life. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say, while they do this, Val watches with an expression of perhaps the forlorn variety.
Aww.
Oh.
Hold on. When they're done, when we're done rolling, Edwin can bother him about it. Don't worry.
Yippee!
Get bothered.
What do we do again? We roll like magic.
Yeah, Matt, we both have to roll magic now under those terms, so let me see my -1 modifier. Yeah.
It's okay. I didn't roll very well either.
Oh my god.
What?
That's a 17.
Oh, nice.
17.
I rolled. Oh, wait. Okay, I rolled a 2, but it's an 8 now, so it's okay.
Alright, so, okay, wait, who was teaching what? Edwin was teaching magic?
Edwin was teaching
Yeah.
magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
Edwin, you did not roll high enough to actually teach the magic. Remember, Octavia,
Yeah.
it's the teacher who rolls now to teach the students.
Wait, I thought
I thought we were
okay,
doing
so
it the other way.
Yeah.
Did you
'Cause
change
you
it a
had
third
everyone-
time?
Oh no, you're right. My brain is fried. Sorry, there's like noises happening in my house, and I'm like
Okay.
distracted.
I were just like, did it change?
No. Sorry. You're right. Octavia, you do learn magic. In fact, you do
Ooh.
successfully manage to create perhaps a small, tiny little fireball. Not for long, but enough that you know that you made it, so you can add +1 magic to your magic stat.
Wow.
Octavia is now so much happier. +1 to the magic stat. Yay! 0 modifier now.
Nice.
Yay, neutral. We
Yay,
love
neutral.
it when we get to neutral.
Yeah.
Who else has who's in the positives for magic?
Edwin.
I mean, I'm not there, but
Getting there. I know Val will never be in the positives for magic, but it's okay. Val has other
Absolutely
qualities,
not.
like having 5 million
Absol-
defense. And a horse.
Yeah. Yeah, Val's honestly the fact that he has a 4 in magic is astounding considering he has a 10% growth.
Mm-hmm.
And he started with 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Luck of the draw.
Also, just a note, what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna do the lead up to combat. I'm gonna kind of introduce the combat, but we'll start with the combat next week because I think my mom wants to vacuum some space bags because my sister's going back to college. And
Understandable.
obviously,
Understandable.
microphone, vacuum, combination
Yeah.
bad, and also we're already 2 hours in. So I
Oh,
think
yeah.
This
when
is
I said this was
taking-
a big combat, I meant it needs a full session. So
Okay.
so does it make it awkward that my plan is to come back, grab the bracelet, and run back to that woman in the prison cell before she gets exploded?
no, you can do that.
Okay.
It might be a slightly shorter session, but that's fine. And also I'm still in the room with these guys, so
Right, but we're not wrapping up now, I
no.
assume?
No.
Okay.
They're
Good.
they're
We'll still
training.
have the lead up. Yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
think you
But-
guys are going to sleep between now and combat, given what's about to happen with Cheppy running into the room, or Archibald rather.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah, just a
Uh-huh.
little tip off. No dreams, waking nightmares.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have successfully trained. Octavia makes a fireball.
Nice.
Hey.
It does, however, increase the smell of burning within your domicile.
Shit. Shit.
That's okay.
She has an affinity for fire.
Yeah,
does.
She does.
She can make a fireball. Can she put the fireball out?
The second she breaks like her concentration, it kind of fizzles. She's not a good enough of a mage yet where she can just kind of hold that without thinking about it.
Yeah.
My brother used to do like cool little fireballs and spin them around when we were kids.
Like, throw them, like, for you to catch?
No, like, you know how you've seen fireflies, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. He would have a few like small balls of fire and he'd make them dance around us.
Oh, that sounds nice. I'm sure you could make that happen with just a little bit of practice if you wanted to.
Yeah, maybe I can put it into my new repertoire.
Amalthea, who has been watching this, again, she's also still kind of like been quiet the whole time because there's only so much hashtag drama a 15-year-old has seen in her whole life when she's been living on a boat. So she's kind of unused to like super uncomfortable situations happening. But she's just been watching, and then she says, "There's always a good time to light people on fire."
Okay, this is like this child should have been therapy long ago.
Octavia is like considering that. Like,
I
depends
mean,
on
in
the person,
combat,
but-
obviously.
I
Not
know
me.
combat, obviously.
Keep that thing away from me.
Of course.
And from the other bed, Gare goes, "Me too." He like as you were doing the fireball, you could see that Gare was like actively leaning away from you, like as physically far as he could. Protect one hand maybe like on the back of his head, protecting his hair.
Oh no. Octavia's like, no, I understand. I'm sorry.
Well, still good to practice.
Yeah, I won't do any more practice though in here for the night. I feel like everyone has probably had enough fire for one night.
Amalthea coughs a little bit more and she says, "Is it even safe to sleep in here?"
I mean, apparently this whole place is infected with something, so I don't know. Maybe
Oh.
smoke helps.
Yeah, maybe we just got rid of all the bad stuff.
Yeah, that's one way to think about it.
Val clearly thinks you guys are being extremely naive.
Yeah, yeah, it's clear. Octavia sees Valente's look and she's just like, just don't say it. Just let me have this.
Don't think about it,
please."
don't think about it, don't think about it.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Gare goes back to relaxing on his little bed. It seems like he's gotten used to the whole strange bed design where it's just kind of a feeding trough, a triangular little divot for you to sleep in. He settles right in. His legs are sticking out the back though.
Uh-huh. He looks comfy. Actually, can I look at the design and kind of think about it like, okay, it's good for being lifted, potentially. Is it good for being lifted? Like, could two people logically lift that?
No, it
And
is
carry it.
stone and in the floor.
Okay,
It is
cool.
a big piece of stone. Maybe. Do you want to make like a check for that? Do you want to make like a
Sure,
insight check on this bed?
sure. It's probably not gonna be good, but she's probably like, did they just, is that just the style? 12.
You definitely don't think this bed can be lifted. You don't immediately see like the purpose of designing a bed like this. I mean, Gare seems to be comfortable, so maybe it's like a regional like comfort thing. But it does like vaguely occur to you at the back of your mind that this might be a bed that would be very, very difficult for someone who is sick to get out of.
A crib.
Kind of like a crib.
I think as soon as she realized that, it's like, these are giant stone cribs.
Yep.
I hate this place. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Well,
As you're like commiserating and mumbling and talking about how much you hate this place, Gare very quietly to himself says, "Well, if it's a crib, then I expect to sleep like a baby."
That's a better way of looking at it. Yep. Mm.
I think Edwin has noticed that Val was like watching them practice magic, um, but probably assumes it is not for the reason that Val is actually watching them practice magic. So they're like finishing up with Octavia's fireball, and he looks over to Val and says like, "Oh, don't worry about it. If anything went wrong, we can clean it up."
That I was. Nope, not that.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like you were watching us, so I figured it was because this is usually the kind of thing you'd have to clean up for.
No, it actually. Well, no, it really isn't. I'm not. One of the parts of my contract was that if people, well, I guess if they make a mess on purpose, so maybe. But no. To be honest, I should apologize to you. I might have been being a bit overprotective since we got into the city. But and it's unfair to you to release my anxieties about what happened to my son onto you, and I'm sorry. And with that and you off practicing magic, it just reminded me that he never got to learn.
Oh,
He just burned our house multiple times, and that's it. And so that's why, yeah, I'm sorry, that's not fair to you.
oh, well, I'm sorry for making you think about that, I guess. Um,
That's no, you don't have to apologize for being a mage in my general vicinity, Edwin.
yeah, Yeah, I guess I thought if you were being overprotective, it was just because you didn't you were used to picking up after a bunch of stupid kids and stuff. Um, but I guess that makes sense too.
Val laughs a little bit and goes, I am used to that, but there's a reason I took up a job at a college, Edwin. At a mage college
Yeah,
at that. I like kids. I mean, you guys are older than kids, but I like kids. I like cleaning. Um, and I knew that it would have had Isaiah survived. He likely would have gone to Cadane. He would have been one of your upperclassmen.
oh, well, I don't really know if I would have ever met him just because I didn't talk to a lot of people, but um I don't think you have to apologize for worrying about people at least.
All right. Then you don't apologize for anything. All right?
Okay, I'll try.
You're polite enough as is. Believe me. I've had students basically make a mess, and then when asked, don't you want to be more conscientious about that? They're like, but the janitor will clean it up.
Well, I don't think I could do that. My parents raised me better than that, but
Oh, if you tried, I
yeah.
would beat your ass. And she says that
Yeah,
with a
all right.
smile, like she's kind of kidding, but like,
Welcome
not
to Get
really.
His Ass Wednesday.
Edwin's like, yeah, I don't think I'll try that.
As much as I do have a lot of soap and I make soap, I did not. I was not hired to be your janitor. I was hired to be your bodyguard.
Yeah,
Octavia,
yeah.
no,
I
sorry.
think. Oh,
No,
go ahead.
no, actually, no. Octavia's not, because it'll be a funny ha-ha thing. I want them to have this moment.
um, shoot, what was I about to say? Oh, Edwin is just like, well, I hope by the end of this trip, I don't really need a bodyguard as much, um, 'cause
You're
you,
definitely, yeah, no, you're more combat ready than any of the kids back at Cadane were,
well,
which might not be a good thing,
yeah, yeah,
but
um, but I, I appreciate you guys as more than bodyguards at this point, so hopefully, um, I don't have to be your responsibility.
as much as I get what you mean, I like having responsibilities over when it comes to people I care about. But yeah, I won't. I'll do my best to treat you with the respect you deserve.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Aww.
Octavia's just looking at both of them, smiling.
Edwin suddenly remembers that everyone in the room can probably hear this conversation.
Octavia speaks something and like, and don't worry, Valente, I am going to kill that person that did that to you. Oh my
Val
gosh.
laughs because he did not say it was that person, but it was that guy.
No, I know that I know that shit.
And goes, yeah. Oh, I can't wait to watch.
I'll make it good.
I know.
Gare seems a little bit like he's looking between you two like, oh, are we gonna kill a guy? But he doesn't say
Octavia's
anything.
like, Octavia sees look, and she's like, no, Gary, you don't have to kill a guy. I'm gonna kill a guy.
Gare like nods a little bit, but he's still like, huh, man, I have some of the friends of all time now. How my life has changed.
Bro, you grew up with bandits.
Yeah, but they were like cool and nice to him. And they didn't make him do work.
Octavia's cool and nice to Gare.
He's a crush on one of these people. Help?
What?
He's a crush on one of these people.
Yeah, no,
and
he's like he's kind of into it, but like he's also afraid.
Oh.
Gare learning about him
He's
stuff
like,
about himself.
this
even
better
this
not
kind of
awaken anything in me. Just kidding. That's been
like
awake
a-
for maybe like 30 years now. So don't worry.
Like a teenager on TV and art. Anyway.
No.
You say these things. Val's like, no. I mean, I knew it's Arlen, right? I'm not
Yes,
insane.
it's Arlen.
I knew
I'm
General
going to
Arlen was a prick because of the way he treated me, but yeah, I think he's going to get everything that's coming to him, especially for what he did to your brother. So, cheers.
Cheers. This is probably the first time everyone else has kind of heard about that. Technically, maybe
Yeah.
Gottfried has, but Gottfried was also in the bathroom when Valente and Octavia had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Hold
Funny.
on. Let me get a
parallels.
perception check. He's not paying attention right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, he still doesn't.
Oh wait,
get
is he?
the-
Hold on. I forgot. He's got plus 14 to perception. He heard everything.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
bet that's okay. He gets to know now. He gets to know that Octavia also had a sibling and doesn't anymore.
Oh boy.
So Octavia's like, "Yep. You guys collect the prizes. I'm going to collect his head."
Damn. Spaghetti refill.
Oh,
Actually,
true.
while Treggy's getting a spaghetti refill, I need to get a bathroom refill visit. That sounds
Until-
bad.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
grab
use
it.
the
Good too.
Yeah, let's go use the bathroom.
Wow, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, holy, that's like the weirdest fucking sentence of the night. And we watched a man get gooped.
Yeah, well, you did. Archibald did. Everyone else is having funny, silly times.
You were all watching silently. You saw.
Yeah, we saw. It was fucked up.
I'm gonna go grab something too while they're gone. I'll be right back.
Same.
Keep gooping men.
Yeah. Now, on that note,
I'm back with more spaghetti.
Hi. Sam is bathrooming.
I see.
I'm back.
Yippee.
Hello.
Yippee. Hee.
I'm trying to look through the weapons and trying to figure out what the hell was that book.
Says
That
it was a
homie
weapon.
Special book of Melt a Person.
Who said it was
Yeah.
a Who said it was a weapon?
Oh no.
Well, a person stopped being a person. And often that happens when you have a book.
True. But no guarantees. There are, in fact, other books on this list.
Is this an ancient book of rituals?
Who can say?
Allows for folks at home. Ancient Book of Rituals upgrade item allows units to upgrade skills to wretched functions at the cost of a wretched sacrifice. Is not consumed on use and can be used an unlimited amount of times. And there's no requirements.
Well,
I'm just thinking maybe they retooled it if it's that.
You know what they say.
Hello.
What do
Hello.
they say?
When you're big, you're huge.
Okay.
This.
huge if true.
So true. Hashtag. Alright, we all back?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Alright, we were still in the room, I believe. We were having a heart-to-heart
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, about the very heart-to-heart conversation between Edwin and Valente that was very good and very sweet, with Octavia then saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill that motherfucking bastard." To talk
Excellent.
shit about you and got my brother killed. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Oh my gosh. Attack.
Yeah.
Kill.
Single. Did I make it clear? I forgot what exactly I had Val say, but he is the
Basically-
reason why Val has a bad reputation, because she made him clean up something that he made a mess of on purpose. And so he
Oh.
decided
like
to
that it was
spread rumors.
specifically him.
Just a shithead. He's just a shithead.
He was like, "Hey, you can't make a mess on purpose and then not clean it up." And then he was like, "Well, fuck you."
Oh no. You gotta
All your-
respect the workers.
No respect. Yeah. No respect for anyone, basically.
Mm.
So it's basically get his ass. Is there anything else we want to do? I just don't think I could logically have, because we need Godfried to upgrade the ballista, right?
You can I'd just like to remind you guys, there's actual checks you can make on people to make them do stuff. There's like deception, persuasion, charisma, intimidation. You can get people to do stuff with a high enough roll.
Val
reason.
is only good at one of
Persuade him.
those things. Heart.
Octavia is good at persuasion and charisma. So I guess
Val is so
maybe-
good at scaring people into not doing things. That was the whole first map.
That was so funny.
Val was looking at these kids and
That's
going,
so good.
You don't
"Don't."
want to do this, bro. This isn't
You
how
don't
it
want
ends.
to.
That was funny.
And they were like, "Shit, that lady's got big arms. You should stop."
I am small.
That lady taught me mortality.
Yep.
You gotta learn someday. I guess then, since we're not doing combat, we'll do a lead up to combat tonight. I will have. Actually, first, Octavia's gonna think about it, and then turn to Amalthea. She's like, Amalthea, you said something, I think, before about being able to shoot other things from your ballista, right?
She looks at you and she nods. She said, "Yeah, I stuck a pen in there.
What about something bigger?
2 pens."
Even better, but I'm thinking a little bit of something else.
Like what?
Octavia takes out her blessed oak. She has 4 blessed oaks, so it's not enough. She'd have to get some from some other people. But
Val doesn't need it.
yeah, if anyone wants to donate, if she successfully gets Godfrey out of the thing, out of the bathroom, Octavia's like, Godfrey? Unless Edwin wants to try first, but I can.
He can try, but it probably, if you have the idea, you might as well go for it.
Okay.
Val
Well, Sam
takes 14 blessed oak out of his pocket.
Holy shit!
His quote
You gotta
unquote
get to a
pocket at this
shrine.
point. At this point, it's like in a bundle. Like you've just been carrying around this bundle of it. It's pretty. It's like long. It's big
Yeah.
strips of wood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's like a bunch of 2x4s.
Mhm.
Huh. Octavia goes and she's like, Godfrey, I have an idea on how to upgrade Amalthea's weapon if you want to try it.
Are you making a check? Or are you just talking to
Yeah.
him?
I'm making a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Okay. Eh, 7.
7. You hear him shifting around a little bit, but he doesn't answer you.
Darn. Okay. Are you sure you're not cramped in there?
Still no answer.
Okay. Okay.
He's leaning against the door again, though.
To make sure no one gets in.
Yeah.
Octavia sees that and she's like, okay. And she goes. But Edwin can try.
I hope
yeah,
no one has needed to use the bathroom in the past 45 or 30 minutes. 30
Oh
minutes.
god.
At some point, we will have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's a problem for future us. I think Edwin probably, at least, like, gets closer to the door and says, like, we're not gonna bother you about whatever Val said. It really is just, we need help with the thing you made.
What kind of check are you making?
Oh, let me try. I can try persuasion, but Edwin's not good at either of these things, I think. Sorry, my spaghetti's in the way.
It happens to the best of us. I know it well.
Oh, it's a skill. Okay, his skill isn't bad anymore because he's holding a thing that makes it not bad. 17.
17. Oh wow. Okay. Slowly but surely you hear the sounds of maybe someone like, I'm not gonna say standing up. I'm gonna say sliding upwards.
As one does.
And after a couple minutes of just like nothing again, the door does crack open just the tiniest bit. And Godfrey just kind of like looks at you. He looks like he's seen better days. He
Edwin
definitely
just
looks like
points
a
over
guy
at
who
wherever
recently
it is.
threw up.
Val looks like he's not going to be saying any words and is looking squarely at the ground as if to reassure Godfrey, don't worry, I won't. They weren't lying. He is offering up the blessed oak though to the
Octavia.
general space in front of him.
Yeah,
He's got this, like,
Octavia.
these 2x4s and he's like looking at the ground.
Yeah, like Octavia is surrounded by all the blessed oaks. It's like,
Yeah.
Valente had some. I have an idea.
Yeah, Edwin just points at the construction site.
The construction site. So just like the table that the burned thing was currently
Yeah.
sitting
Yeah, it's no longer burning.
It's no longer burning. I assume you've removed the carnage.
Yeah, yes, I've removed it.
Okay.
Octavia has removed it.
Amalthea, who still doesn't have like a proper carrying case for this thing that she now has, she's just kind of attached like a rope to it and slings it across her shoulders. She takes that out, removes the rope, carefully coils it up, only to drop it on the floor and have it uncoil immediately, but she doesn't pick it back up. And then places the ballista on the table. Like, she's still not entirely sure what Octavia is suggesting, because Octavia didn't Amalthea was thinking a bigger item. You mean like 3 pens? But she's kind of excited to see where this goes.
And then Octavia turns to Valente, is like, Valente, can I borrow your lance for a second? Or the practice katana. The practice katana will do, just for a second, for measurements.
Hold on, I have chip in my mouth.
Valente,
It's
you do
terminal.
chips.
Val hands it over and says, it's not a lance. You realize that, right? It's not a naginata. It's a
Oh.
katana.
Oh yeah, the katana. Fuck. Shit. That's a Rand problem.
Hands you a sword.
I mixed up.
We have a knife stick.
Knife stick. Okay, then Retro. Go that, because Octavia wouldn't make that mistake. She's proficient in sword. Not proficient, but she knows sword. She uses swords.
Yeah.
So Octavia turns to Malthy, is like, can I see your knife stick?
She says, of course, and then she pulls the stick part of the knife stick out of her bag and hands it to you.
Fair enough.
It is a long stick.
Octavia measures it with the ballista, looks up to Godfrey, is like, this shoot lances.
Godfrey just kind of looks at you, and this whole time he's clearly like a little curious as to what's going on here, because like
I'm giving you enrichment.
yeah, no, enrichment has been placed in the enclosure, and he can't resist. But you know, he's still kind of got like that glazed, dead-eyed stare of someone who's maybe not doing the best.
I'd like to point out which 2 people in this call that I know of are teachers, by the way. Just that little dialogue there. We carry on.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
Places enrichment in your enclosure. Take this iPad, Godfrey. No.
No,
Go play Doodle Jump while you wait for your parents. No.
okay.
Yeah, he's clearly at least mildly interested. You know, maybe he's looking to get his mind off of something. But hold on one second. I just got a text. Oh, my mom liked my text, which, because I have an Android, shows up as its own text. Okay. So he kind of makes he hasn't like come out of the bathroom yet. He's just opened it and stuck his eyeball out.
Godfrey comes out of the closet, except it's a bathroom.
For real. Listen, he's been busy. He hasn't had the time. But
Instead of saying he's biromantic or whatever, he comes out and he says, "I am holy blood."
I almost just choked on a nut over here.
yeah. I mean, no offense to like FE4 characters, but like, look at the cast, look at the odds, like the percentages, you know. Okay.
I've seen your private Twitter.
Alright.
What a read. Anyways, I was bad there. But anyways, he slinks out of the bathroom a little bit, and his like clothes are all rumpled. He's missing his cloak now, which he was definitely wearing when he went into the bathroom. So you can assume that's still in there somewhere.
Oh no, did he throw up on it?
Who could say?
Oh no. Buddy.
But he walks to where the scope is on the table, or I guess the ballista. It's a type of scope technically.
Mhm.
I should come up with a name for all of them. But he walks to where the ballista is on the table, and he picks up the knife stick, and it takes him like a couple of seconds. He looks like he like wants to say something, but it takes him like a hot 30 seconds to actually like either gather words or gather thoughts. Something. He's gathering. And he picks up the stick, he turns it over, and he says, "This isn't the best thing to use." And then he just kind of holds it up, and it is obviously quite bumpy. It is the knife stick. It is not a lance. It is a lance, only on technicality.
Wait. Is the mace technically a lance?
I don't think so.
Shit.
I think it's an
An
axe.
axe, I'm pretty sure.
Axe. Damn it. Who has a lance?
I don't think anyone has a lance, actually.
Nope.
Nope.
But if we had a lance,
Uh,
could you do it, Godfrey?
he continues staring at this stick and he says, I can do it without the lance. And then he walks over to, I assume, like, he leaned, I assume, wow, it's, whoa, I don't have to assume, he lives in my head. When he came in, he, like, leaned his box of garbage against the wall, in, like, the little space between two of the beds, kind of, like, positioned in such a way where whoever's in one of the beds would be blocked from seeing him from the bed that he's in, but not the bed on the other side. So it's like a limited wall of privacy, but he kind of like drags that out a little bit, puts it on his bed, opens it, gets the inside very messy. It was very neat and compartmentalized before, but he doesn't really seem to care about that right now. He does pull out, as he's shuffling around for something, he does pull out what seems to be the cloak from his Archsage outfit, whatever you call that, Archsage robes. He puts that on his bed. And then he grabs what looks to be a whole bunch of like metal and wooden tools, like a saw and, you know, a wrench and simple stuff. He doesn't have like a power drill in there, but God, would that be fucking funny.
Yeah. Not only did he invent guns, he invented power tools.
Yeah.
For him.
Mari shows up and he's like, the iPhone. No, he and then he also pulls out what looks to be a bunch of like drafting paper. You can't tell if there's anything on it. It's all rolled up, but he pulls it out and he just starts like dumping stuff on the table. And then he just he unrolls the drafting paper. It looks like it is populated with previous thoughts. Some sort of plan for something, you can assume, based on context clues. Maybe this is the better version of what he wrote on a napkin during that little bender he went on. And he sits on the end of his bed. He puts the new cloak on and he gets to work.
Enrichment.
He's enriched. He does not look at or talk to any of you.
That's fair.
The anthrax in the air is fucking lethal.
Yep. Octavia's just happy he got out of the bathroom.
Also, now we can use the bathroom.
Gare is making like the most face right now. Like if you've ever seen like, hold on, there's this picture of a cat and it's making a fucking.
Is it like the Oh no.
Hold on, where is he? Yeah, found it. Hold on, he's making this face as he just like stares at the wall. For those in the peanut gallery in the future, it's this face.
Yeah.
Like he's like staring at the floor though. Like I am not looking. I do not see it.
Do you have that image, the face Millicent makes around too?
Yeah.
Oh God, hold on. Do I have to dig through my I might have to dig through my private account. 1 second. It's there though. I posted it on private for sure.
You want me to dig through it for you
No,
while you guys?
I got it. Scroll. Hold on. Oh, nope, that's a different dog. Hold on. There it is. Copy. No, he's not making this face. He's specifically making the cat face. Millicent makes that face.
Yeah.
But yeah, he looks extremely awkward right now. And Amalthea also is kind of like, you know, when in cartoons people are like, you know, playing with their ear and whistling because they're not paying attention in bold letters, underlined, capitalized. Awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Val is kind of doing the exact same thing, except about 30 seconds in, he does seem to actually space out.
Classic Val.
Gone. You lost him.
Elevator music.
Wii Shop channel.
We shot you. Da, 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 da. There's the Millicent face.
Millicent
Everyone makes that face around Gottfried, I guess.
Yeah, Millicent is just
This is what being around Godfrey does to a person.
what too much Godfrey do to a motherfucker.
If you have enough wisdom, this is what you get. The problem is not everyone here has that great
You
wisdom.
fool! No, you fool! You've given him self-awareness. This is the problem.
Why is it a problem now? Do you think he'll be better now?
No, he's gonna be worse.
Oh, god damn it.
No, who knows? Who knows how it'll be? It depends. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys the supports today. That's
Oh,
for
God.
later, though.
Oh
We'll
no!
get there when we get there.
God.
No,
Can we
no,
get
it might not be
support?
what you think.
Can-
It might not be what you think.
Oh
Can
my
we get a
God.
He's
support
not
for
in
that?
support with Val after Val made him puke.
Who knows?
Oh,
He's fine now.
Who knows? He
He's
has
enriched now.
Yeah,
Enrichment.
Val had minimal to do with it. How much of
Even-
the Blessed Oak do I take from her inventory?
How much does it take to 10?
It takes 10, so Octavia had 4. It depends on how much you want to give
she
of
can
yours.
she can keep her 4. Val can also have
Oh.
4.
It's gonna take him a while to do this. He's like writing on paper. He hasn't even started sawing yet.
Well, we're not going to sleep tonight, so hey. And if it happens where it doesn't happen until after the battle, that's fine too.
But yeah, he's working, ignoring, or maybe he's also like kind of, descended into the zone in like a fucked up and evil way.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Good for him.
I'm glad he's having fun.
Yeah.
fun. He's having.
Meanwhile, Val is in another dimension.
Oh gosh.
Val has exited the premises.
Val is so good at not thinking of anything at all, and so he was like, I can't think of anything, and immediately his brain was like, oh, I know how to do that. Gone.
And as you guys are spacing out, being awkward and sawing away, a familiar face approaches the house. Archibald. Archibald, you're here. You've arrived.
Yes, I have. I'm outside.
Yeah,
Or-
you're right on the doorstep.
Okay.
The door's not
Uh,
locked.
Yeah, it's not. Do you need
Lit.
someone to let you in?
Archibald looks around very quick and then slips in real fast, real quiet.
Wait, how about Octavia? Maybe she chances to look at the door. She's like, shit, Archibald. And she goes to open the door.
So we can have an orange doorknob.
Yeah, and if anything else, Octavia can just say she opened it to let out smoke. If they ask.
There is no one else
Yeah.
on the
It
street
comes
currently.
Wait, what?
Archibald slides in, underneath Octavia's arm, briskly, more than briskly, but what's brisk but with panic?
Brannick.
Panic?
Fear. I don't know which one of the I didn't really hear either.
I think
You
we
just say
both
yes.
said Brannick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
The brain cell.
just
Yeah.
walks over. It's like just mutters to anyone in general. Amalthea, I need to borrow your bracelet. Amalthea.
She distracted from the vibes in the room immediately. She snaps at him and she says, "Why? You're not
Very important.
dirty."
Need it. Nope. Need. Jet. It's a long. I need to go very fast, please.
What?
Bracelet.
Amalthea immediately looks to Valente, like, do I give it? What's going on? Do I give him the bracelet?
Uh,
Side noise.
that was me being very endeared that she immediately was like, I have to ask Valente what
I have to ask my dad.
Good.
Dad, there's a weird
excuse,
man who
kiddo.
wants my bracelet.
Val, I'm gonna do a tactics roll to see if Val somehow knows exactly what Archibald wants it for. That's a shit. Oh my god, Val.
Val,
That
girl,
is.
no.
Oh no, that's not. That's a 20.
Oh my
Ew.
god. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
so, yeah.
Val can immediately see where Archibald's going with this, considering there's a
Val's
jail
like,
cell
oh,
involved.
yeah. Val's like, oh, he's gonna get Nero out of her jail cell using it.
I,
So hand it over.
we're getting I think we have to have a visitor over tonight. This is
that's
going
fine.
to.
As long
Yep,
as she's
alright.
slugged.
Oh.
There's 8
Oh
beds.
yeah. Damn.
You
Hey, what
sleep
the
on
fuck
the
is that?
floor.
No,
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
I
To be
don't.
fair,
Go sleep in Godfrey's vomit
Octavia
cave.
is no, like Octavia's literally like, we don't know when they're gonna come in here. She has to stay hidden.
yeah,
the only
no,
way
Val was
she can stay
Val was
hidden-
about to agree with that. Val nods
Yeah.
because yeah.
Yeah.
So you might
I-
convey that to her before you.
slug her.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, got it. Understand. Very important. Gotta move very fast. Moving fast now. Things are bad
Amalthea
here,
scrambles
Riley.
to get the bracelet out of her bag and then like tosses it to you.
Things are bad here. I'll explain later. Gotta move.
Should we
Oh,
come?
hi, Godfrey. No.
You're not
stay.
very subtle.
Gods,
darling.
don't come. Stay here.
Come back
Gods.
soon.
Oh, yeah.
Val would tell him to stay safe, but she, out of everyone here, she is least concerned with Archibald's self-preservation instinct.
Oh my god.
Archfried rides again.
Yeah,
Wow.
Archibald and Godfrey are the same person again.
This is why they're so close. They're married, but so close to divorce in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hand in unlovable hand.
The Mountain
Dwyer,
Goat
if I
song is
say
made
if
for
I
them.
say you know the cat image,
Yeah.
the cat image, yeah.
Yeah.
Broken ass marriage.
Broken ass
No
marriage.
love.
No love.
Oh. You guys
Grub is
think this
amazing.
is
Can someone
divorce?
drop that in the chat for Chebby? Actually, I think he'd like that.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
what
no,
we're
it's a
talking about,
Tumblr
and
me- it's a
about
Tumblr thing.
me.
It's a Tumblr thing.
Don't worry, I
Broken
literally
ass
know
marriage.
exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I love that picture so much. But anyways,
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Chebby's
Everyone
Archibald's
follow Crab.
so self-preserved. Yeah.
If you guys think this is divorce,
I love this image so much. Here's the
That-
who's the artist on this, so I can
catcrumb.tumblr.com or
Yeah.
it's this.
there's all.
Which
The pancake cats at the bottom just kill me.
hand in unlovable hand arrows are really what do it for me. It's so funny. All right. Anyways, yeah, Archibald, you now have the bracelet.
Archibald takes his thank you as he's turning around and sorry again briskly walking shitting back to the door. Back out.
Okay.
He's going.
Octavia has
Okay,
it
it-
open for him.
Are you sprinting? Are you running? What's the deal?
Stealth roll, I guess, because fast, but stealth roll.
Okay, so that's gonna be not a stealth roll because that doesn't exist. Skill check, please.
Hey, it took 10 minutes to get there. It's not that
No, it's
You
not that
know.
far at all.
right.
But if you're
Fast,
sprinting,
as in fast as one can be while sneaking
okay,
quietly.
sleight of hand then, I guess, to make sure you're not caught. There's still people.
Yeah, sure. That's like it's a 19 plus 16. I don't think
Okay,
I
you're
have to do
fine.
the
You're
math
fine.
on
You
that
make
one.
you make
Yeah,
it there.
fuck
You
it.
make it there in 4.5 minutes.
37.
God. Christ.
Nice.
Sorry, I just choked on my water a little bit.
No, wait, 35.
Mm.
Right? Yeah, 35.
Still crazy. All right, yeah, you make it there in under 4 or 5 minutes, 4.5 minutes.
Yep. Yep. Through the alleys, on roofs occasionally. Get there, look around the alleyway that I was in before. Anyone there?
The same one that the cells are in.
Yep.
There's no one there, but you do hear noises
Where?
coming from the below, perhaps one of the small windows.
Like the one?
The window, maybe.
I'm going over there. Is there anything in there that I can see? Is it just a one person? What's the noises?
Well, it's very light in there now. Clearly, there's some sort of light source, and not in the cell, but maybe near the cell, you hear a woman yelling for people to get your hands off me. That kind of thing.
Shit.
And you hear like
Is
the
it-
sound of like maybe like a hand slapping against armor or the other way around. You're not entirely sure.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Sounds
Oh,
of a
damn it.
struggle. Sounds of a struggle.
Can you take off the bracelet as a sea slug?
Yes, you can. It's difficult, but you can. I will make you make a roll for that.
Oh, wait a
be
minute.
that'll be an athletics check.
Never mind. We already established that Archibald transformed with the bracelet on for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't think that one would bite you in the ass, did you?
No, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Okay. Yeah. A little sea slug on tiny little so like you know a sea slug, right?
I know them well.
Like it's got those like I don't know what they're called. I guess it's foot.
Yeah, it's got one
and
big
got,
foot.
like,
It's a slug.
the frilly, and they're like frilly, like a skirt, or tiny stumpy little lizard, like sluggy lizard feet. Just
This little monstrosity.
Oh my god, I'm
Just throw
obsessed with this thing. Whatever you just manufactured, I need one now.
You're welcome.
Oh my
Anyway.
god, him.
Sam has found a new spud for her collection.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, this is
Anyway.
what spud is.
This is Spud. You created Spud, Chubby. You're
created
just
Spud.
Spud.
Spud, but he's wearing a skirt. Anyway. What is... Oh, okay. I thought that was Spud related for a second. I was like, huh?
It could
What?
be. Hold on.
Oh,
No, it's...
we're
it's...
just having Era and Godfried conversations in
No,
chat.
yeah, I just saw like an oval for a speech bubble, and my brain was like, Spud?
Oh, wow.
You've been trained
What?
well, my friend.
Spud?
Come on,
Oh,
yeah.
God!
It's huge.
Jesus Christ!
Get Spud, idiot!
He's huge.
It's sputted,
Get
idiot.
spuddled, idiot. Anyways.
Yeah. So a tiny little thing plop, 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 down the through the bars, down the wall, inside.
Uh-huh.
Can I see? Is the door open?
Yeah, it's open. Then the cell that now that you're inside it, you can see it's less of a cell, more of like an oubliette. So a big hole in the
Oh,
wall
yeah.
that they drop people into. But there is
Oh,
like a
right.
little trap door at the bottom that clearly someone was recently dragged out of. And are you exiting the cell? The little door's still open.
Can I see outside the cell?
Yeah, you can poke your little snoot out. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm like, I've got, oh god, you put a spud in my brain.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's going. Are you working tomorrow? Because
Yeah.
there's going. If you are, I know that there's going to be pics on one of your Twitter accounts of that
Spud
doodle
pic?
during work.
Teaches my students how to draw spud pics.
I saw all your students' spuds. I was
They're
like,
so good. I'm obsessed.
SpongeBob.
I've done something good tonight. I feel.
You've
think
done
I've
a
done-
great service to mankind. But yes, as you spuddle your way out of the cell, poke your little snoot out, you can see that yes, in fact, a youngish woman with half short, half long hair is being, I'm gonna say, taken somewhere, but it's more like people are trying to take her somewhere, and she's very good at digging her heels in and going very slowly.
How
Good
big
for
is this
her.
hallway?
It's cramped, just like everything else. So, 2 people
Mhm.
wide. That's part of the reason why it's so easy for her to not be moved. She's kind of she's got very like wide pauldrons. Here, I'll pull up her art again.
What? Yeah.
And-
She's
Wait,
still,
I don't know,
she's still wearing her armor.
Has chat seen her?
Yeah, I
I
put her
think
on
so.
screen,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
There she is.
Yeah, so she's got like wide pauldrons, she's got like foot armor.
Got
So
it.
she's kind of like
I-
clawing her way into the
I
cell.
gotta say, I love the illusion of the gold on her. Are those stockings? I don't know what that
She has
style
like
is.
poofy pantaloons.
Yeah, whatever they are.
Pantaloons.
But but how they like all seem to transition into the gold on the armor. Like it
Yeah,
looks like she's got the metal
drip.
running all down her.
it's
Yeah,
drip. It's
He's
drip.
so cool.
yeah.
She is so cool, but she is being kidnapped currently.
Are they,
Yeah, that
are
is
they-
the
He's
unfortunate
already
part.
in jail. It's
I
not
mean, yeah, she's in
kidnapping,
jail,
it's
but now
murder.
she's
Just
not in
getting
jail.
dragged for
Negative.
sacrifice.
What side of like looking out, right? They're trying to drag her somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Are they on the opposite side of her from me, or are they like?
Well, you're kind of behind the whole group, so, they're facing away from you.
Right. But like, as in physically, right? Like, if I were to say, turn to some weird in between dragon and sea slug and like claw swipe down the hallway, would I hit her first, or would I hit like would I have to reach around her to do
You
something?
would hit her first, because she's the one digging her heels in and going the slowest. So she's at the back of the party, and then the other two guys are, like, ahead of her, kind of, like, yanking her along. Like, stop doing that. Be kidnapped.
Excuse me a second. Checking on the stat effects. Great. Okay. Well, what do these dudes look like? They're like heavily armored. They just like
No, but they are wearing sort of the mage robe, or I should say the shaman robe version of the Arwell sort of traditional outfits. you've
Can I
seen.
use the laws of physics here against them?
That entirely depends on what you want to do.
I'm thinking while they're busy, preoccupied with this girl, just a little of tiny little sea slug lizard thing walking in between them.
They are going to
and then
make a
suddenly-
perception check.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, wait, they have actual stat blocks. Hold on, let me pull up that boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
See, for reference for what I'm thinking here, what if the entire physical space where they were previously standing suddenly became a wall of scales and bone, and just fucking
Yeah.
like pressed them into the nearest walls?
One
No,
of them
I think
One of them does see you as you putter on up to them, and as he sees you, he makes like a "what on earth is that?" face before and I'm gonna make you make a speed check for this. He kind of pulls his leg up as if he's about to punch you. Speed check.
Okay. Speed check.
Speed check.
So what? Rolling at speed mode.
Speed mod. Yep.
Samantha, that's a natural 20 plus 7.
All right, you definitely avoid this guy's foot, but
he goes to a fucking hit. He goes to like pulls his leg back, and it's like the fucking like Naruto when they just sort of blink away, like animated.
appears behind you.
What?
Nothing personnel, kid.
that is when this generic NPC knew he fucked up.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to make a check for Nero real quick. Where'd my dice go? She doesn't immediately get caught off guard by this guy like trying to kick, but she also doesn't see you. She assumes he's trying to kick her, to which she kicks back. Obviously not at you, you're out of the way, but she kicks back, and it does bring her kind of off balance, which the other guy, who hasn't yet noticed anything, he's just kind of like, well, we are taking the prisoner. Surely there are no critters on the floor I have to look out for. He kind of uses this
what
opportunity
happens-
to like
what-
strong arm her forward a little bit.
Okay, so what happens in your game system, Sam, when the space where two men were standing, like in a hallway, the place where they were just existing, minding their business, suddenly becomes what I assume is a much denser earth lizard.
They will
like-
they will both make a check to see if they I guess get out of the way
Die?
in time. No, get out of the way
Does
in time. If they're like
Nero have
pushed
to make
aside
that
or
check?
if they're crushed. Nero also has to make that check.
I was going to get. That's why I went past her.
But she's now in front of him because she just got pulled.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Actions have consequences. Get punted next time. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
You're in front of them now, so you could do something if you wanted.
Yeah, oh, huh. Does the... well, interesting.
Or you can try again to get a better angle.
Well, I'm thinking, can I use the Dragon Stun ability as a Sea Slug?
The what ability?
I can stun as a dragon. Like, can I...
You can use magical abilities, but not physical ones. I believe that is the rule.
But it's a no, it's a... Oh, you know what then?
You are still...
tiniest...
the effects of being beslugged are still affecting your dragon body. You're, like, squishier than usual.
Okay. Take a page out of the Octavia book here.
Oh my do a dance.
This man...
Dance like revolution.
Yeah, get the world's tiniest little puff of dark fire just into this man's face.
Alright, he's gonna make a... Can you make, like, a... Are you attacking, or are you just making, like, a magic check?
I don't know.
Okay, make a magic check. He's gonna make a...
It's more of a distraction, but I guess it's a... Is it attack? Is it a distraction?
He's making a res check, so make a magic check.
Okay. I assume dark?
Yeah, dark fire.
It's dark fire, yeah.
Go ahead.
Like a 14.
He rolled a natural 20. So he shakes this off, and maybe you could have guessed that he would based on the fact that he's wearing, like, mage robes. But he shakes this off, and,
But this one still hasn't seen me.
Yeah, but even so, he is unaffected. He's not really... Like, magic doesn't really do much to him. At least, in this current moment. Perhaps if you were to debuff him, that would change.
Is there... Hang on. Is there an open cell door on either side of this hallway?
There's one behind you that you just came out of. The rest are closed.
Is one of them in a hole pushing distance?
Hole pushing distance. If you were to open the door,
like,
probably.
Like into the oubliette he go.
Yeah, with a successful check or two, maybe. Yeah.
This is tough. You fucker. You couldn't make this simple.
I couldn't make this simple.
We're trying to break a princess out of prison, dog.
Who said she's a princess? Whoa. Upgrade.
She's just very fancy.
Yeah.
She's very fancy, and
look
she
at her
happens
and we're
to
like Minerva.
have a really important wyvern and look exactly like the royal family of Macedon.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Is she at all freed in any capacity? Like, does she get to do anything here?
She's still being held onto, but I'm gonna have her make, like, a strength check to break free.
Okay.
Go.
Ooh, 19. She grabs her arm away from the guys, and then, she kind of, like, looks around, like, what is going on? What is happening? Like, she's confused, but then, she looks down the hallway and then back forward, and then, like, after a tiny moment of resignation, she kind of, like, runs forward the same way they were taking her.
The second she takes 1 step, 2 step, boom, wall of lizard and scale and slime behind her where they used to be.
She shrieks.
Fair enough.
What happens to the other 2 guys?
They also shriek, because they are behind her now. So you're in front of her, she's in front of them.
No.
Oh, wait.
This is the whole check to see if they get fucking
you're on top of them. Okay, hold on.
It's not necessarily, like, into meat paste, but, like, you know,
It's gonna hurt.
you're unconscious now.
Defense. I'm gonna make a defense check for that. Just
What do
'cause
I make for this even?
I think you just simply are. I'm gonna set the limit to be like if they fail, if it's higher than like a 15, they're fine. If it's lower, they're not fine. Just because most people would not.
I'm
be
not
fine.
looking for. Yeah, I'm not looking for murder. I'm looking for
Okay, well the
unconscious.
first guy rolled a 19, so he's fine. And the second guy rolled a natural 20, so he's also
Why?
completely
Darn
fine.
it.
He does not seem fazed by the appearance of a dragon in this city where perhaps dragons appear fairly regularly and they are extremely armed for this sort of thing.
Fuck.
Okay.
He in fact goes to pull an axe out from his cloak. And also, since this is kind of like a spur of the moment combat thing, I will just inform you, since he's now pulling out a weapon, both of these guys have Wretched Born Fighter, which means enemies within 40 feet roll with disadvantage.
Oh Christ.
But they also roll with disadvantage.
They also
Near
roll with
me.
disadvantage.
So
near you.
no one.
Nobody gets advantage.
Nobody.
Everyone failing at each other for a few minutes.
Until eventually people back at them are like, where the fuck is
Right.
Archibald?
My first action here, as they is man who's reaching for axe. I'm still allowed to steal while transformed, so I steal it and I toss it to. I toss the axe in the general direction of God, what's her name? Hello, Nero. Thank
Nero.
God.
Hold on, let me just quick open
thank
her
you.
sheet.
God.
Just quick open her sheet.
You finally get to control someone.
Yeah,
Andrew.
I just closed it. Hold on.
Oh.
Bestie. Nero holds this axe, like she's not entirely sure what to do with it. But she knows a weapon when she sees one, so she holds it out in front of her, and she doesn't seem to recognize who you are at all.
She wouldn't. She
wouldn't.
never saw
She's
me.
confused. She's confused. She's just kind of like, there's a fucking creature here. And she again tries to sprint away from you. Trying to get past you.
If you want to get out of here, help me with these two.
She screams at you, terrified, and then raises her axe towards you.
He has an axe?
He just gave her an
Do
axe.
Right.
Do I not get to make a persuasion check or
Yeah,
something?
you can make a persuasion check, but
You might want to remind her of how your voice is pretty similar to the one of the beast.
Well,
or
not
the guy
really,
she met.
because I'm a lizard, but
It doesn't sound completely different, does it?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's like just a different key.
it's just like loud and deep and echoey.
just holding these two guys, making sure they can't pull out any weapons, looking at her, just an eye peering back at one eye, peering back at her. It's like a weird half transformed thing. It's like
You're still
you
like
asked
half
me to
slugged,
do-
right?
Yeah, you asked me to come later tonight.
She looks at you with recognition for a second before like pulling her teeth back in absolute disgust. Like she's never seen a more disgusting thing in her life. And then she raises her axe again as if she wants to just run you through that, and she says, "A true Macedonian would never ally with a dragon."
Well,
boy.
Cheppy, you forgot I don't know if you know this, but there's a very key part of Fire Emblem lore where Macedon was, until recently, a slave state to the Dragon Empire.
oh yeah, I'm aware.
Some of us don't know Arcanaean lore.
Trust
So
me,
we
there's a lot.
couldn't warn him.
Trust me, there's a lot worse going on here. They're melting people upstairs. And you're probably next.
She continues to brandish the axe at you, and she says, "I can get through. Get out of my way, or be cut down."
Or we could just leave out the window.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Or you could just leave out the window.
What do you mean? The window's
That
tiny.
slug, idiot.
I guess Archibald, like, because when it comes to are these guys unconscious yet?
No,
Being
they're
pinned
still
to the
very
wall?
much here. They're just really confused because they're like, okay, wait, is our prisoner also his prisoner? Hold on.
Hang on
Prisoners.
a second.
Doing the old
Can I
prisoner
knock
shuffle.
it? Can I knock them out here?
Yeah,
They're
sure.
pinned in
Go
a
ahead.
wall. Just
Bonk.
bam.
You basically have them cornered, yeah.
Yeah, no, just bam. Knock them both out. Go limp. Kick open like a limb. Kicks open the door of the oubliette. Chucks them both in there unconscious. Closes the door. And then back to dude. With the bracelet popping off in my hand. Or no. Turns back into a sea slug. And then
She's like looking at this like, what the fuck is happening?
and then the bracelet pops off, turns into a dude, still Thracian brown hair, and holding the bracelet out in my hand, like, see you felt it. Oh god, sorry, hang on. Oh, that's. Put this on, turn into a slug, put you outside the door there, you go. And then I do what I just did to get in here.
Kill your way through?
No, I crawled in through the window 5 minutes ago. What?
But how do you expect to get out if I have this?
No, like, I lift you through the window, I take the bracelet off while you're out there, I crawl out, we both leave.
That's gonna be a persuasion check for her.
She was a lot nicer before.
Well,
Yeah.
you were a dragon before.
Oh.
We really are gonna have to
Hold on,
talk her
that's-
down.
It's
Oh,
gonna be an
did you
insight
say-
check for her.
Did you say a persuasion check?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's only a 31.
Oh my god.
We created a monster.
You're a monster. How? Oh yeah, I forgot you're buffed to high heaven.
Exactly.
Nero seeming to realize that just like everything is going absolutely hog wild right now. She's very confused. She says, you know what? Fine, but if you try anything, I'm taking your hands off.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds fair. And I do the thing, gesturing through the door.
She goes in.
After you, oh, and in one of the outstretched hands is a little bundle of food if she wants to pocket that.
She narrows her eyes at the food, and despite the fact she clearly doesn't want to touch anything you've touched, she takes it and she shoves it in her pocket.
Oh, did you
Angrily.
give her medallion
Oh
thing?
yeah, the medallion.
Oh, right. And I rifle to the pockets a little bit. This is also yours, maybe.
She takes it and she puts it back on. It's like a little necklace thingy.
Someone fat.
And then
my
she
friend.
looks at you expectantly. Where's
Yep.
the rest of it?
I don't know where my friends were the ones who found this. I don't know what rest of what.
Ugh. Gods damn it. They still have all my things. We're coming back.
Yeah.
Once we're safe, we're coming
Oh.
back.
Okay.
There's something
I-
very important that I must get back. You don't understand.
I understand. No, I do understand that feeling. But also, I originally came here with food because I was going to just visit and talk as requested to see what was up, and then I watched them melt a man down into a ball of ooze and swallow him upstairs with a dark tome. So let's not stay here.
She's looking at you expectantly.
Yep. I hold up the bracelets. Like, are you ready?
She puts it on. Slugged.
Yep.
What color is the slug?
red slug, white ears, green foot.
She's got the little fire pattern maybe
Oh.
going on.
Wonderful.
Little Guy Fieri slug.
Guy
Yeah.
Fieri
Hot rod.
You roll the R. It's Fieri.
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 Yep.
He corrects people, or I wouldn't be a bitch about it.
Understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice
I don't. Picking her up in my hand, and also closing the door of the cell behind us. It's not locked, I assume, but
Nope.
and also, point of note, no one saw my human face except her. So
True.
that's part of the plan.
Nice.
That's part of the plan. That was literally the only obstacle to my planning. There was preventing that. Otherwise, I would have, killed him or whatever. But I pick her up in the hands, look at her, it's like, right. Well, I was about to ask how you're doing there, but you can't talk. Hang on a second. And I lift her up.
She
Just
can
place
talk.
her on the ground.
She can
You
talk.
can talk in slug
can?
form.
Yeah, you were talking
Yeah.
in slug form, remember?
I know, but I thought that was a dragon thing.
No,
No,
she's
Amalthea
actively
can talk
like
in slug
grumbling and seething.
Oh, you can't. Oh, I didn't know everyone else could talk. I really
Because
haven't
She
paid
slug
swears
is
at you.
Magic.
She calls you an old
Okay.
bastard.
Heard that one before.
And then
Uh,
she tells you to put me down.
Yep, I place her down just outside the cell, look around, out the bars, and just pull it off. The bracelet,
She
that is.
reappears outside the cell.
And a second later, she doesn't see me, but a second later, a little pet, 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 pet of four little lizard feet and a thing, and then hooded Archibald man appears again. Okay,
Once you're out, she hisses, "Now what?"
well, now we have to get somewhere hidden. If you want, I can carry you. If you want to be very hidden, I've made my way here here and back a few times already, so you could put this back on and I could take you to where my friends are.
Your
Who are not
friends?
who are not they're all just people. Yep, no, I know. It's dragons. No, it's entirely deserved. I feel the same way about most of them and myself. Go on.
Self-deprecation's not gonna work on me. I know all their tricks. But I have
Sure.
really nowhere else to go. So, you
All
walk
right.
in front. I'm keeping my eye on you. And she's still got this axe. When you transform, all your stuff transforms with you. So she reappeared and she's still got
Yeah.
this fucking axe.
You
Cool.
could
But you notice that the axe is it looks a little dull.
Oh god damn it.
that thing. Okay.
It's more
It'll
an
be fun.
accessory.
How do you feel about rooftop climbing?
She gives you an incredulous look.
Can you do it?
Hold on, let me look at her stat block. Can she do it? She can attempt it.
In full plate armor?
She can make a good old college try.
Slug her.
I can get us somewhere. Okay. Alright, I can get us there in 10 minutes. If you just put this on.
I can't believe I'm about to risk my life for this, but promise me one thing. Okay?
What?
We need to come back. So you're going to take me back here. But first, let's, I guess, find somewhere safe to be for a little bit. Just to wait it out. Because I'm sure they'll be
Reinforced.
looking, right? They're probably already looking.
Oh,
We
yeah.
should get out of this alleyway. And then she starts walking
Yep.
away.
Yep, and as she turns, I slap the thing on her arm and
You
grab
hear
her.
you hear an extremely loud "Hey!"
This is literally the plan I was just saying to you. I don't know what your mind was on. This was
She
literally
wriggles
what
all
I
over
said.
your hands.
This is no okay. I
You've never
tuck her
you know you know, like that plushie that like slaps his head on the table and then has angry eyebrows. She looks like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Angry slug.
She's so
I
good.
like put her in like a pocket or something in my cloak near the top, not like roughly or ridiculous, but just somewhere where she's out of sight, and not obviously a slug
Uh-huh.
just around, because that'd be weird.
Yeah.
And then I am going to go back along the rooftop way. I guess I have to roll stealth again.
Yep. Stealth check.
Come on, this would be the worst natural
That'd
one.
be
Please
so
don't.
funny though.
It was very bad roll, but fortunately I do have. I rolled a 4, but fortunately it is plus 16, so it's still a 20.
20. All right, you make it back perfectly fine. But this is the perfect place to cut the session. Right before you get home, just because my mom has to vacuum the things. But before we do that,
Yeah.
Fair.
You just walk in and we have like a freeze frame of them meeting Nero, and that's the end.
Oh, you're
it's just,
no,
honey,
can we
I'm
do that?
home.
Can we
And
do
then
that? Can
everyone-
we have?
Sure.
Can we do this scene, please?
Yes,
Just
yes,
this,
you may have
this
the
one
scene.
little
You may have
half
the
a
scene.
scene. Right. So, little knock on the door. You see, like, Archibald's face. Someone sees Archibald's face in the window.
So Octavia like immediately goes, "Ah, he's back." Okay, and then Octavia goes open the door and is like,
Yep.
Right.
Archibald shuffles in very quickly. Runs over to the far side of the room near the bathroom door. Is the bathroom open?
Yeah, bathroom's open.
That's a
Yeah,
that's a question
we got
for the other player.
we
That's a question for
persuaded
the people who are here.
Godfrey out. Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah, no,
Godfrey
but-
enrichment." He's
There's
doing
there's a
enrichment
cloak
right
in there that looks suspicious, but
I mean, it's visibly open. I don't know what.
Yeah, no, runs to the bathroom, takes a sea slug out of his coat pocket, places it down and says, and looks and kneels down to the slug and says, "Shh, no noise, no shouting, nothing." And then pulls it off, and there's a woman standing in the bathroom. Everyone.
she looks startled, and that's where the freeze frame cuts. Okay, I have
You
some
had credits.
supports. Oh, I just
Oh,
copied them, and then I just
no.
closed the
now. Oh
tab.
god.
Hashtag.
no!
Did I lose support with her for existing?
Let's find out.
Oh,
god.
Hold on, I'll post it in
And
the chat.
so
and then
the
I'll show it.
gang discovers racism. or
Yeah,
something.
for real. It's okay. It
Keep
doesn't
it
have
in
to
your
be like
What
this.
the fuck is an ampersand?
So here's a fun mechanic
I
that hasn't
can't-
come up
I
yet.
can't see. That's so low res. Hang on, let me. Oh,
Here's
no.
a fun mechanic that hasn't come up yet, but has existed since the inception of the support chart. So, for relationships, I'm going to refer to as unquantifiable. This is
Oh my god.
this is
Oh my god.
consider this an opportunity.
It's a numeric scale. It's a 5-number scale. 6-number scale. How is it unquantified?
Okay, no, this is a chance. It's an opportunity. If you are at a adjacent support with someone, and then you do something absolutely batshit that completely rocks their entire world, you will get the ampersand symbol, which means that they feel very conflicting in a variety of ways about you. So and this will be resolved next session. It has to be resolved. It will either be resolved positively and you can jump straight to S, or it will resolve negatively and you can jump straight to F. It completely depends on your actions.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no!
Godfrey's
I
back
believe in
F
Valente.
with himself.
I
believe
don't.
in Valente.
I
Just try.
don't.
Just try. Just try.
So
you can do it.
in the next in game 24 hours, Godfrey will come to a conclusion about how he feels about this current situation, and whether it is
Protect him in
positive
battle.
or negative depends completely on what Valente does in the next 24 hours.
But he's not good at people.
It's
Just protect
okay.
him. We're gonna be
It's
in a
you can
battle.
come back from an F. If the worst happens, you can come back from an F.
So I have
Godfrey
a
comes back from the
question.
next himself every
Does
week.
does him being an ampersand, I guess, with anyone, does that make
He's got an F
the
with
relationships with everyone else weird too? Because he's like,
No, it only affects the relationship of the person who's currently in the silly zone. But it will go to the minimum or it will go to the maximum. It will not end up back at a C.
Oh my god.
It has to, oh no.
Holds a gun to your
We
head.
have to start astroturfing their friendship.
Oh god, yeah.
She's really not good at people, Sam.
I mean, it didn't go straight to F after that conversation, though. Is the thing? Like,
Yeah,
it's,
no, it
like,
didn't go
Godfrey
straight to F.
is listening to you.
You're like, you know that meme of like the guy in the
made
tunnel and he's digging and he gives up and there's diamonds on the other side? That's where Valente is right now in her relationship with Gottfried.
How is she there?
There's a very specific reason.
Wait, what? Sorry,
Oh,
I
God.
completely missed out what we're talking about.
Well, now.
What is?
There's a very specific reason why
Oh.
Valente is in this situation.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
Oh no.
I don't know how to fix this.
I
Oh
can't
my
tell you what
God.
the situation is though.
Sam!
Hi, what's up?
Godfrey, get. No. Sam, like, is it like with Octavia and Gottfried? It's.
I'm not gonna say it's the same, but
It's familiar.
I'm not gonna say it's the same. I'm not gonna say it's the same, actually. I'm not gonna
Okay.
say it's the same.
Okay, okay.
It's kind of
Right.
like the distant cousin of that, specific, interaction.
Okay.
I want to put. Oh God, Sam.
I do be putting you in situations, though.
I'm gonna be scared for an entire week now.
Yeah,
I'll be at work, like fucking theorizing what the fuck Val's stupid ass has to do to not ruin his relationship with one of his 6 friends.
I don't
Oh,
know if you.
Oh.
I don't know if you title these episodes and then you upload.
I don't.
But this one is definitely something along the lines of Andrew and Dwyer just fuck with everything all at once. I
will be
all of it.
completely honest with you, Dwyer. I will be completely 100% honest with you right now. DM to player, you're a great friend, and I love what you're doing with this campaign in Valente. But that interaction was literally like a hydrogen bomb.
I know. I know. I did that
No.
knowingly.
I know.
It's just that
And
like-
look at the opportunity it's presented you with.
Sam,
Look at the
look at me metaphorically in the eyes right now.
Okay, I'm looking at my 2B poster.
I don't know what that says about what you think about me. but
She's in front of me.
fair enough, I'll give you that. Both me and Valente are incredibly autistic.
If you can crowdsource ideas from the chat in meta. If this is genuinely a source of heart bad for you, you are welcome to crowdsource, and I can.
That's the thing is
I'm
I
not gonna be cruel. I'm not gonna make it like you
I know
have
you
to.
won't. I
You
know you
have
won't.
to
I know
spin
you
in a
won't.
circle 5 times and then give
Because
Godfried a
Sam-
pair. I'm not gonna do that.
Samantha, I would say your last name because I know it, but I don't want to dox you on the internet.
It's okay.
Amethyst.
I know because I've PayPal'd you multiple times.
Yeah.
I know you wouldn't do that because you are my friend and you are not.
I'm
You're
gonna.
not cool
I'm
in
gonna
that
say.
way.
I'm
You
gonna
like-
downright make it easy for you.
That's very kind of you to do.
Because this is the first time this has happened, and I know this is something that I don't think anyone is expecting to be a mechanic, but I do be hiding these things in my house, hoping that someone walks on the tripwires.
I was expecting it to be outright like a D or F, and so you're like, it could go
No,
wrong. Like,
no, Dwyer, here's the hilarious part. I made it an F, and then I was like, wait a minute. This is the
Oh,
perfect
wow.
opportunity to use this.
I hate being right. I hate being right, and then Sam.
But
going,
also,
no.
just, reason why I didn't make it an F is that F technically means this person now wants to, commit
Kill you.
harm to the other
Yeah.
person. So I don't want him to, like, come out of the bathroom and then immediately start swinging.
Swinging.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It would be really,
Fun-
really funny.
Here's another fun fact. Remember when you were back at Klaus's palace and Godfrey was locked in the bathroom? You guys were all like wandering around outside and like trying to get his attention,
Yeah.
climbing through his window. if someone had gone into that bathroom while he was in there, he would have just tried to brain you.
Oh God!
He was holding a
no.
metal
Fair enough,
tool,
dude.
and he would have used it. But he didn't.
I mean,
That is
to be
One
fair,
why
that
I
did
did it.
actually lower. Val went in and did not say any. Talked to him through the door, and that made their
no,
support
yeah,
go from a B to a
he
C.
didn't come in. He didn't come in.
No,
That's the
I'm
point.
saying it's still like even talking through the door went from a B to a C.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just trust, but not murder. But anyways,
Val was literally being like, "We were worried you died," and he's like, oh, "How dare you worry about
Ar-
me?"
cringe.
Archibald's entire
Sam,
approach
did you
to
ever post
Godfrey-
last week's supports in the chat, or did you?
Yeah,
just not?
I did.
I thought
No,
you
wait,
did.
I didn't
see
because my
them.
internet was down.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you can do
right.
so now.
But I don't think anything changed, aside from
I
adding
do.
the new
Yeah,
guys.
that's
Wait,
true.
Nero,
Yeah.
Nero and me, maybe?
Yeah, Nero.
No, yeah,
went
Nero
from, I
went
think,
down.
D to D. Nero went
What
from
was
B
it?
to
Not
D.
F. So Nero won't kill you on
Help
sight.
is D with herself.
Oh no, Queen.
That's what
Um,
happens
Wait,
when
that's
you
what
kill
happened.
people with
melted
this.
a man and had one of her friends eat him. She should be
Yeah.
a D with herself.
Yeah, she really
She's
should.
fucking bad.
Feel bad about yourself.
I hope he was like a murderer or something worse. Like,
Yeah.
I hope he
Yeah.
like kicked the baby every day of his life.
Oh, no.
Like, he better
Oh
have.
my gosh. But yeah. Yeah.
Also,
and
of
percent.
course,
I'm
I'm the one who.
experiencing psychic damage.
Sam,
Are you
I'm
actually
sure it was-
like okay? Do you want me to
No, I'm
retcon
like
this?
fine. No, I'm like so fine. It's just that like,
Like I said, you're welcome
I
to
feel
throw these
bad.
ideas, and I'm gonna make it super
No.
easy the first time it happens. If it ever does happen again, it'll be more difficult. But
Fair.
the first
No,
time it
it's
happens,
fine.
it's
It's
literally
fine,
just gonna be
because
like
it's
baby's
totally-
first conflict resolution.
No, it totally makes sense that this would happen because Val did just straight up like scare Godfried out of his fucking mind.
You
and,
straight,
like,
you just panic attack beam, go.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
everything that's happening right now makes so much sense. I just am like this happens to me in real life.
Oh no.
I say things and people have to decide if they think that that's really cool of me
Oh no.
or if they hate me now.
Oh no, too
And-
real.
No.
So I'm like, oh no, I
Oh,
failed
no.
this in real life. How am I supposed to fail this at
No,
my
you
more
got this. You got
awkward
this. We're gonna
character?
go easy on you. We're gonna go so easy on you.
Yeah, you got this. I believe in
Yeah,
you.
you got this. Yeah.
You
God.
guys are gonna have to have suggestions because genuinely,
Honestly, I will
the
write
problem
down
is Val,
suggestions.
Val's biggest. If someone's like, "Hey Val, what's your plan now that Godfried might literally hate you so bad?" Val's like, give him some space, I guess." Like she's so dumb.
Like, I'm writing down one
my
of the
God.
suggestions right now because literally Octavia
Mhm.
got A supports with Gare and Godfrey because she helps them during battles.
This is true, but I also.
You're good at tactics. You are good at tactics.
He is good at tactics. He's
Yeah.
not good at
Valente's-
support.
Valente's good at tactics, and we're probably gonna need tactics during this.
He's neutral at
battle.
support, okay? But
Yeah.
his wisdom is -1, so it's not terrible. But he's
And
just
for
so
the
bad
second
at
time,
people.
and for the second time in this campaign, Andrew's like, "What's that feeling?" And it's like, "Oh, that's like a single dried tear on my face. When did that happen?"
Oh,
no.
Oh no!
This
Oh
is
no!
going to be one of. This is time
Oh,
number
shit.
2.
Oh no! Makes you cry.
What
Haha.
even made
What? What?
Anyways,
Whoa,
Dwyer just went
what?
to heaven.
I don't even know what that was.
Dwyer
What?
just got immolated.
Oh no!
Where?
Dwyer,
No, where'd you go?
Dwyer, bestie, are you okay?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Oh
Dwyer!
I'm crying now. I don't know. What made Chappie, why did you? What even made you cry?
no! Oh God! I didn't mean it. Ah! Oh no! I'm sorry.
Oh god.
My hyper empathy is kicking in.
No!
Well,
Don't feel
if
bad.
it helps, If it helps now, I'm sweating, not crying. Jesus Christ.
What even made you cry? Oh my god.
I don't know. Good question.
Emotions. God
Yeah,
is your Glorbo.
I think it's the
Gorbo
oh,
from
this is
your
all.
Elden Ring
I think
game.
it's the fact that everything has been complicated for the last like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This is gonna be, oh my god.
It's like relief almost, like, oh my god, we're out of that. More
Sam,
to come, but we're out
I have
of it.
I have a
I've kind of
question.
been like perched on my chair instead of sitting ever since he said the words melted. Just like I sort of went into
Uh-oh. What were you saying,
Sam, I
Clara?
have a question.
Yeah, yes.
Does Valente recognize Nero?
Does Valente recognize Nero?
Oh
No.
shit.
No, not at all.
Okay, good. That
Oh.
could have made things so much worse.
No, you don't know this girl.
Thank God, because he does know the. He does know Mike McAllis.
Mike!
Oh no!
My buddy,
I
Mike!
Mike Alice. I almost said Mike Alice, and I was like, that's not it.
Michaelis's hard lemonade!
Michaelis J. Fox.
Wait,
He does know Michaelis. He met Michaelis when Michaelis was like 12.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Sam is a nerd.
Alright.
Michaelis sees this like fucking old lady, and he's like, "Oh my god, were you that weird jock?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks."
Gotta go back to Arcanine and be like, hi, remember me? We have one of your little things, and then point to Nero. We have one of
Val
your
would
little
never
freaks.
refer to Nero as a thing. This is another cool, younger child.
Oh, hell yeah,
person.
daughter time.
Val sees anyone under the age of 30 and is like, is anyone gonna adopt that? And
Oh
then
my
not wait
God.
for an answer.
Valente's
funny because-
collection.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be funny because I'm gonna reiterate what I told you, Sam. It's like, just based on name alone, and especially how Nero's treating Archibald, it's either gonna be like, Octavia understands, and is like, oh, you're just another kid, why the hell are you out here alone? Or she's just gonna be like, you're just a kid, you don't know shit.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to talk. But my mom really has to vacuum. So
fair.
Yeah.
You go back.
thank you all so much for coming. You're
Thank
welcome
you.
to brainstorm in the chat or in DMs, whichever pleases you. But yeah, enjoy this fun, spicy mechanic. I don't know whether I don't think the because I'm going to a convention this weekend. And Chevy's coming with me.
Yeah.
Hi.
I don't think the class overhaul will be done by next week. So maybe for like the combat after next combat, expect that.
What's
Okay.
what's the convention called again, Sam?
I have
Shikari Con,
no
or is that
yeah, that sounds
what? Isn't it in like your Twitter bio? What the?
right. I would just be typing shit. Anyways,
Oh
I've
my
been pee
God.
so bad. I'm ending the session. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thank you for playing.
Bye, thank you.